Hey, 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 people. Where's my theme music? There we go. How y'all doing today? Lazy, Arquin10, Emo, Volcra with the spin. How y'all doing today? Can't make stream today. I'm typing this from movie theater premieres. Where the premieres are playing. That's my favorite part. 1 second. I did okay, so Bismuth had kind of a cooking idea. Stop changing colors, Volcra. That's like the 6th time today. Okay, let me pull this up. Okay, check this out, check this out. Why is that not appearing? Oh. There we go. Let's crop it to the message so we can talk about this important stuff. Ready? Here you go, Bismuth. We're going to talk about your little suggestion. Hope you're proud. Hope you're proud of yourself. So, the suggestion of the week is... Taz, hold on. How you doing, Lynx? Taz, I remember seeing something of an older video of yours where you would kind of let viewers help pick your glam for the day by wearing what they brought you. I think that'd be a fun and interactive way for people to interact with and have fun with your glam, and would only be for one stream. You might end up with a cursed outfit, but I think your viewers are all pretty fashion savvy and would end up with a nice glam. Maybe have a way for people to spend a certain amount of channel points to lock in their spot. Okay. This is all, as you said, I've done this before. This bit has been explored. So there's a few problems with this bit, okay? I had no problem with the cursed problem. I actually think the cursed problem was kind of a good thing. Oh, and one thing you also forgot, Bismuth, we would actually, at the end, once we had all our pieces put together, we would go find some random person in the world, like some random, complete random, just walking around. This was like ARR Heavensward time, and we'd ask them to rate the outfit. That was a really important part of the bit. And I think Volker just figured out half the problem. So when I was new, I didn't realize how much untradeable stuff there were. Because, like, the whole idea of the bit was you'd have to show up and give me a piece of gear. Like, you'd give me the rain hood, and I'd put on the rain hood for the day. But I didn't realize how much gear in this game is actually untradeable. And we can't really do, like, untradeable gear, because then it just kind of ruins the pace. Like, I don't want to be like, oh, we just finished an MSQ. Volker wants to give me the bard top. Gotta go to an inn. You know, I don't want to do that. That's like really kind of kills the pace a little bit. So that's kind of where that's why that bit died out, to be 100% honest with you. Does that make sense? It was a good bit for the time, but it was a product of the time more than anything else. I don't really know. That's kind of... Oops. Hey, yeah, I want to give you the Your Hot casting code for your top. You think we can run a few unsynced so you can get it? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm worried about. There's Trackers, there's Alira. How you guys doing? I was just worried about that type of thing happening. I'm like, I don't want to be the guy that money gates things, but like in a world where there's like extreme demand for it, I would put like a $1 or a 100 bit price tag on it, because at least if you're gonna like wrench me from MSQ, like at least there has to be some cost to it. You know what I mean? But I don't want to be the guy. I don't want to do that right now because I just don't. I don't want to really do that, to be honest with you. But that's the only way I could see myself being like, oh, you want the untradeable 2B bottoms that, you know, I have to go to the glamour dresser to go grab? Sure, 150 bits, you know. I could do that. But I don't even think I want to do that right now, so. Alright, let's go to the 13th. Look who I came across. Estinian seemed in need of diversion, and we, in turn, have need of his lance. Right then, now let's make our now that our little party's assembled, let us make our way to the ruins. Hold on, I'm still using the fake music. Not this time. Once Ishtola informed me of our destination, I arranged for a vessel to be made ready for the Akyali. Can you stop running into me with the motorcycle trackers? Your Excellency is ever the gracious host, shall we? All right, team. And as is tradition, when I want to go around the pretty sight lines of the new areas, it's raining. Have you not gotten flight? Oh no, I have not. I have flight in 2 areas. I have flight in Garlemald? I can check. I don't know why I'm guessing. Garlemald and Elpis. Elpis was clutch, by the way, for the raids we were doing. I learned from Alexander when I held all of us up by not having flight. I realized that maybe I should. Need a little lift? I don't know if Volker would be okay with that. It's kind of like cheating on my cab driver, you know? I don't feel like I want to open up the cab driver relationship yet. The ship is yours to command. Our thanks. We will set sail at once. This is so exciting, Azadal's legacy, to see the truth of a legend with mine own eyes. All aboard for the treasure vault. I've been flying you places like Alexander. I know you were there. I know that was you, but like, you know, at some point there was a monopolization, there was a hostile takeover of taxi services for the stream, and I just don't think they're going to relinquish their spot as readily. Alright, let's get in the 13th.
The ruins alone were impressive enough, but I never dreamed such a treasure lay hidden in the depths of the bounty.
You know what I love about new areas? There are hunts in new areas, and hunts mean that we can get...
It may have been helpful to know this device existed, Your Excellency.
Ooh. Put on blast.
My apologies. The gate was a secret I shared with none but my closest advisors. I feared for what might happen should those with ill intentions learn of its existence.
Here she goes. God, the balancing on the music is so bad. Now?
There's something I wish to verify.
They really caught her at a bad time. She's so congested. It's crazy. I feel bad for her. You ever think, like, if the casting directors, like, think about trying to write it in somehow?
The reports claim that a short stint into the void carries little risk of etheric imbalance. Should one suffer an injury, however, or if one's expedition drags on longer than intended, that risk becomes significantly greater. Gra has theorized that a warding scale would confer protection from the void's corrupting influence. But I would prefer to test that hypothesis before we set foot in the 13th ourselves.
So, this is an experiment of sorts?
Yes, an experiment. Tell me, how would you go about testing the efficacy of the warding scale?
Might as well go myself. Yeah, no, Estinian, you're the one who's gonna get cooked here, not me. I didn't step up. Your turn.
What? Why are you looking at me like that? Surely you'd not expect me to wriggle through that tiny portal.
We needn't attempt anything so drastic. A small familiar should serve well enough. Now, a lowly imp can navigate a fissure, no matter how narrow. Which means an arcane entity of similar stature should be able to manage the same.
I get worried whenever you guys hype up a cutscene, because like I'm worried because people were hyping this cutscene up last stream too. But that just makes my expectations high, and then when it's like a decent gag, like I'm not, you know, but I'm ready for like a real backbreaker, you know.
I wanted it to come to this, but no other familiars will do, I'm afraid.
I mislike the sound of that. What manner of fiend does she mean to summon?
She's gonna summon one of the little frogs, the little frogs from Matoya's place, surely. Maybe a broom.
From ocean rise and cloudbank form, from mountain spring and rainfall storm, from river flow and life be born.
It's extravagant.
Water, froth, and foam.
It's gonna be a little frog, I'm telling you. The wind up fuath that I got, right? Like something like that.
Ready your arms. I fear she's been possessed.
Oh, come now. That was adorable.
Yeah, it was like a magical girl thing. They did like the transformation angles and everything. Okay, I mean, there's basically. Oh no.
Though not my first choice. These familiars I conceived of as a child have the best chance of fitting through the gate.
Oh, that's sick. Imagine if you could create your childhood brain beasts, you know?
I only wish my younger self had considered a more dignified ending to the creation ritual. In any case, these two should serve us well.
I guess this creates a lot of bad headcanons, huh? Because, like, you know, she's relatively stoic as a whole. Do you think, like, she practices? Do you think, like, she does that in, like, her free time? It's like, yeah, I don't know if I don't know if I'm ever going to need familiar spawning magics, but I gotta have it down pat, you know? May as well practice in the mirror a few times.
This one will bear a warding scale. And when they return from the 13th, we can observe how the talisman, or absence thereof, has affected the progress of the Void's corruption.
Oh my goodness, they're gonna send the other one in without anything?
If I could impose upon you to open the gate. Your Excellency?
Ah, yes, of course.
We should also be wary of void scent slipping through while we conduct our experiment. Estinian, you are to keep Nidana safe from harm.
As you say.
You had best be on your guard as well.
Oh no, I can make fun of her. My finger. It's magnetizing.
Oh, are you volunteering to join the Nixies? I could shrink you down, you know.
Only if you do it again. I would get shrunk down if she had to do the whole twirl and dance one more time to do it.
Nixies, into the void.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Cobalt Black with the gift sub? Thank you very much, Cobalt. Where am I? That's weird. Come on, Nixies.
I think we've waited long enough.
Would you send your familiar children into the void, knowing that one of them is going to be corrupted? I would never let that happen to my children.
Nixies, return to my side.
See, look what happened to him.
Thank you, little one. You did well.
Poor thing. Its essence has been irrevocably warped.
We're out of time. I must reseal the void gate.
Comes if a dragon force. Okay, that's not a dragon.
They're coming through.
Whip out the bow.
In the name of Alzadal III, I bar this door unto the void.
Well, that was a sharp lesson in the dangers of void gates.
I forget that you're not a combatant, Nadhana. That was just an average Sunday for us. Come on.
And what of our experiment? I'd say the results speak for themselves.
The unprotected Nixie has suffered extensive etheric corruption. As Nidana observed, it's well on its way to becoming a void scent.
You know, I was worried that this 13th area that we go into, I was worried it would be one of those areas where, like, you have a bar. You know what I mean? How do you guys feel about video games that give you bars? Or it's like you walk around and there's a bar, and you take damage, you get poisoned, you know, 5 damage per second, and the bar fills, and it's like 10 damage per, you know what I mean? I hate those mechanics. Heat meters, cold and heat meters. I hate all of it, dude. I never like those systems. Luckily, it doesn't seem to be a problem with our little dude here.
However, appears unaffected. I sense no changes to its equilibrium. Rest now, little ones.
Put him out of his misery.
Graha's theory was correct then.
So it would seem. But while our second familiar was untouched by void energies, the talisman itself shows signs of degradation. It was, of course, originally designed to shield the soul from primal tempering. It stands to reason that etheric corruption of a different sort would affect it differently. We may need to modify the warding scale's design to account for the 13th's uniquely unstable ether.
You've said much of the Void's instability. but my imagination fails me. What manner of place is this broken world?
Ah, my apologies. I forget that not all of us spend our days sequestered in dusty archives. The 13th is a reflection of the source that was drowned in a flood of darkness. In Emmett Selk's own words, this tragedy was a result of the Ascians' attempts to force a rejoining. They erred in their haste, and made of that world a useless void.
Guys, remember, they're bad
And
people.
what of your own experience? Will you tell us of what you observed during Noah's expedition?
I know that Emmett Selk had a redemption tour during Endwalker, but he's still a war criminal, guys. He's still a war criminal, I promise. I understand he was like brainwashed essentially, but like, come on, let's be real here.
I can picture it now. The sunless, Stygian expanse, infested with legions of ether-starved monstrosities. A void in every sense of the word.
What you have described in such lurid detail is exactly why I hesitate to encourage you.
Worry not, great Vritra. Our journey into the 13th is but the first leg of a longer voyage. A voyage that shall lead us to other reflections, to new mysteries.
Kiefer
and
Gore, you know what I
discoveries.
mean, Volkra.
And I mean to be there every step of the way.
He was working with poisoned information.
But first, I must focus on refining the warding talisman.
Then I can begin work on constructing an artificial Atomos. Or I could if I had the relevant manuals to hand. Might I be so bold as to request access to the Satrap's family archives? Your Excellency?
Oh, yes. That can be arranged. I will speak to my officials upon our return.
We will see you back in the city then.
We're losing support from Vitra. We have to convince them. Vitra, you saw what we can do. We can handle a few imps. Come on. We'll be fine. Oh no, Asinian's anti-dragon senses are tingling. He can sense the doubt in the dragon's mind. This is just something he can do. Aiming. One more and a 6.2. Get me in there, Ishtola. I yearn for violence. Once Nidhana succeeds in replicating the mock Atomos, the door of the 13 will be ours to open. We'll be crossing the threshold alongside us. I realize this is more of my endeavor than yours. Or to be honest, I have no interest in visiting the Void myself. But what about the Void Dragon, Estinian? The Void Dragon. Don't you want to slay the Void Dragon of legend? We might discuss this later. There was something I must do first. Why does everyone insist on being so secretive? I at least had good reason for not wanting to explain my Nixie ritual. Should we proceed with our other plans then? As we saw, the warding seal can be effective at protecting the bearer from other sources of etheric corruption. Nevertheless, the talisman's durability will need to be improved if it's to withstand Void's influence for a prolonged period of time. And I think that is a problem we can address without involving the brilliant but busy alchemists who created it. Who do we know who excels at this kind of structural augmentation? Why do they do this? Why is, how come Post Endwalker keeps quizzing me like this? The Alligans. Garland Ironworks. Do we know? We don't have Allegan contacts, do we? Aren't they all, like, gone at this point? Or the cat? Garland Ironworks. As I recall, Sid himself... Graha, yeah, the cat. As I recall, Sid himself is no stranger to the void and its volatile energies. With his experience at hand at the helm, I have every confidence that the Ironworks can strengthen the warding scale. Come, let us revisit their operations in Ralgar's Reach and commission their best and brightest. Imagine. How you doing, Alicia? Do you like, Volcra? You should pitch Alicia with, your, what is it? What was it? The horror show that you were pitching to me? I feel like Alicia, out of all people, would be someone who would be interested. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bernie, what brings you to the Ironworks? We have a commission for you and your president, actually, assuming he's available. Master Sid, I'll see if he has a moment free. Volker, just pitch the show. Be done with it. Do you like funny satire horror? Pleasure as always. Do you have a job for us? Heading to the void to find a lost dragon. That sounds most pedestrian compared to the last adventure. Honestly, I don't know if I could say anything that would surprise me after meeting on that bloody mess. Alright, let's look after this talisman of yours. You said there were signs of degradation. It seems some manner of corrosion has set in around a scratch on its surface. Much of the void's corruption seeped into Nero as through his wounds. In which case, our best bet may be to prevent the scale being damaged in the first place. And how may that be achieved? We have a coating agent for strengthening trinkets and the like, but I'd be wary of applying any compounds which might upset the scale's delicate alchemical balance. Far safer to dress it in armor. We'll construct a protective casing, one utilizing metal alloys with high ethereal conductivity, so not as to impede the talisman's primary function. A suit of armor, you'd say. Nero just compiled the data on the 13th, so I'll have him pitch in with the design just to be sure. It weren't such an ordeal to convince him to follow our safety protocols. I swear, I've never seen such a reckless employee. In any case, we may need some time to tackle those particulars. Understandable. We know with how busy your schedule is, the final result will be doubtless worth the wait. Our part will be ducking Jessie and her constant barrage of demands while we sneak around doing the fun stuff. We'll see what we can do. I think we can leave the rest in Sid's capable hands. Return to the great work. Pray return to the waking sands. Has anyone done like a domain expansion Waking Sands thing? I feel like there's real estate in there, right? Like, you know, she goes like, "Pray return to the Waking Sand," and like it happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there's definitely like some there's something in there in my brain. I'm sure someone has come up with it though. It has to. Probably. Well, if I see one of you post it in the near future, I'll be very upset, and you have to put my watermark on there. You have a watermark? I do not actually. I'm not a huge watermarker. I'll be honest with you. I don't think I've ever put up my watermark on anything.
The adjustments are going well, I hope.
I understand that there's a chance that my work will be stolen and I will not be credited, but you know what? That's fine. At the end of the day, as long as people are having fun, you know, within reason, don't do anything stupid. Don't be ripping my content now. I'll be very upset. The adjustments are going well, I hope.
'Tis a lengthy process, but the end is in sight, yes.
That's wonderful news. I myself had some good fortune searching through the Satrap's private records.
You find anything juicy in there? Any juicy private records?
What I found was a transaction log, dated around the same period as when Al-Zadal's legacy was built. It included a purchase list of highly exclusive alchemical components. And I knew I'd discovered the key to making the artificial atomos.
Bro, who stacks paper like this where like there's whole pieces like at like 30-degree angles? This thing's gonna get crinkled, you're gonna move it somewhere, it's gonna get squashed. No way they're being serious with their record keeping. Come on.
High crucible to commission the materials. After I'd explained my requirements, I was beset by volunteers insisting I allow them to help with the entire project.
The usual reaction to someone forcing open a void gate is to run for the hills. Harnish academics certainly are a different breed.
The alchemists of old were cut from a similar cloth. The unknown held no fear for them. Indeed, they were ever eager to seek new knowledge, regardless of the danger.
And were you not also fearless? Heedless even, in your determination?
My sire entered his dormancy before I was hatched. And so it was Ashdaya who kept my eggs safe and warm. It created a bond between us. Even long after I learned to fend for myself, I rarely strayed from her side. She was my guardian, my sister, my dear companion. And not a single day passes that I do not mourn her absence.
I like how Volker's so excited to have another person watch or try to find the show that, like, going above and beyond, are we, Volker? We're gonna do like a big watch. We're gonna do a watch party of this show just for
No
Volker.
matter how deep the darkness, I would not surrender my search. I promised myself the time would come when we would once more take to the skies together. But I am satrap now.
The Radiant Host is here to serve, Your Excellency.
Oh god, it's these bozos.
Nabdeen, what is this about?
Celestinian told us of your predicament.
I hate their armor so much. I really do. There's too much to look at. Too much textures. It's a big mesh on my screen. Except for you, you're cool. I like the green
You
dude.
have protected Rads at Han, never showing your true self, hiding behind a curtain and living only in service to the people. Your dedication meant more to us than your deceit, and so did we accept you as our rightful ruler. After all that you have sacrificed for this nation, did you imagine we would begrudge you your heart's desire? We survived the final days. We are a strong and proud people. We, the Radiant Host, will keep Thavnair safe in your absence.
I am grateful for your loyalty and for your encouragement. And yet...
Now you listen to me, Varshan. You are
Varshan needs
wearing
to
that
dish.
face, after all. As I have told you before, you are a little brother to us all.
Varshan needs to ditch the 10-year-old aura and go with, like, you know, more modern, sleek approach. Because now he's getting talked down to by some random schmuck.
And if you are family, then so too is your sister. We are there for you if you need us. But do not ask us to sit by and watch while you abandon a sibling you have ached to rescue for millennia.
You want to hear my hot musical take? I don't think they should use this song for generic sad scenes. I think this should be reserved for certain characters and
All
their
you
sub
need to
themes,
is
you know what I mean?
prepare to step through to the other side.
I know it's technically the Endwalker song, but I think it's too attached to certain characters that I think they should reserve it for that. My personal musical opinion.
Your Excellency, I wanted to thank you for building the orphanage. It means so much that my sister and I will have a place to be together. And I hope that you and your sister can be together again, too.
Not back. Oh my goodness. Will you wallow in his... No, don't say that. What? What are we, heartless?
Take heart and protect them well. Such were the words I once said to you. And here I stand, failing to live up to them. If my heart is torn, I am fit to protect neither Ajdaya nor Radzatan.
Let's go. That's the nod we were looking for.
My people, I have come to a decision. Vashan will depart Thavne for a time. My dragon self will remain in the palace, but only to conduct the satrap's most essential duties. While I am focused on controlling this vessel, there may be matters that escape my attention. I rely on you, my trusted friends, to watch over one another until I return.
Yeah, woo!
Take care and fair fortune, little brother.
I would not dare make you cry.
You surprise me, Estinian. For a lone wolf, you've shown an unusual degree of, shall we say, involvement in helping Vitra reach this conclusion. Those for the greater good. The worm's thundering sighs were keeping his citizens awake at night, and the travelers were leaving the palace racked by some unnatural storm. See what I have to do? You see what I have to deal with around here? What of your own answer, then? You seem disinclined to venture into the void. When I was one with Nidhogg, his vengeful thoughts were my thoughts, his rage, endless rage, my rage, and the soul-chilling grief he nursed for Ratatoskir's death. I would not wish such agony upon a foe, let alone a friend and ally. If there's a chance we can spare Vitra that pain, then I will follow. An unusual crew we have here. Isn't it just scions? It's not that weird, is it? Indeed, but perfect for our purposes. I think I'd rather not bother the scions with aught less than a dire threat to the star. Now, to specifics. Unlike the first, where the flood of light was halted before the devastation, the 13th has been utterly subsumed by darkness. My plan as such is to explore the void in stages, withdrawing to safety after each brief foray. It would be more convenient if we had some manner of base camp near the gate itself. One of the palace chambers should serve. Let us reconvene outside Megaduta. I like the switch glam behind the pillar to keep immersion together. Very powerful. Bam, bam, ba-dam. So, we require suitable accommodations, but we make something available for our guests. All the chambers are presently hosting the great mounds of treasure we've carried from the vault. Once the Foundation's activities begin in earnest, begin to redistribute the trove and make room for a room or two ready for habitation. Good, please inform me when you've completed the arrangements. Why smirking? Why streamer man? What do you mean? We're about to embark on a new journey. I'm smirking because I'm happy. As you heard, we will find. Have you settled in Megaduta in due time? As ever, you are most gracious, Your Excellency. You risk yourselves in aid to search Ajdaha. Providing comfortable quarters is the least I can do. I only wish we knew more about the destination. The gods only know how our long explorations might take. What are our chances of success might possibly be? Succeed or fail, I am grateful for convincing me to make the attempt. On that note, I will return to the great work and lend what I can to Nidhana. Once you've made preparations ere we make the journey to the 13th, now is the time. Oh, I need my armor and lance. Perhaps I'll train with the Radiant Host to pass the time before we depart. You know what this means to me, Murni, but my purpose need not consume you as well. We are headed to another world. Find what joy you can experience, for you are a traveler, an adventurer at heart. This I know. Meanwhile, in the 13th. I'm not gonna lie, this place is like mega super cooked. Aura farming again. Let's see what he does. He's got hands on his eye. He's like blind.
Unless I am returned. To this world, bereft of saviors.
Alright, which schmuck is this? Is this a new schmuck or a... Is this a guy that we've killed before who's returned to the 13th? Or is this a guy that we're meeting that for the first time that we're going to have to kill 14,000 times all over the place? Pick your bet. 6.1 completed. Excellent timing, Marnie. Just as I received a moment ago, I received word from the Ironworks. They've completed their task and are on the way up with the reinforced boarding scales. Similarly, our alchemists have also succeeded in creating an artificial Atmos. All in readiness to journey to the void. I've instructed our comrades to gather in great work. Let us head there at once. Man, why do you read as if you're in 2x speed? Do you know how many words there are in this game, Alicia? If I read at 1x speed, we'd be here for 800,000 hours. I don't got time for that. I gotta do a Dawn... Have you heard of Dawn Trail before, Alicia? Got a whole Dawn Trail to do between now and Evercold, if you've ever even heard of that. Sorry, for the non-Final Fantasy people out there. I don't got time to read slowly. I gotta move. There you are, Murni. I present you the fruits of the alchemist's labor, the artificial Atmos. is a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. Though we've yet to put it into proof, its Aether is practically identical to that of the original. A truly remarkable feat in such a short time. Our alchemists have outdone themselves yet again. Small wonder that they are the pride of Raditz-Han. I would express my gratitude to Nidhana, but it appears she isn't here. She rushed off in after bringing the Adamus to attend to a pressing task, but she said she would return ere we set forth. It should be shortly after our friends from the Ironworks arrive with the warding scales. Did somebody say warding scales? Because it just so happens we have them. Don't butcher the game like that. They put so much effort into it. You know, I'd argue they should be putting more effort into it. I think this cutscene cinematics are actually undercooked for how big the game is and how much money this rakes in for them. You know how much money people spend on maid outfits and swimsuits in this game? And this is the type of presentation we get? Come on. Be real with me. Right on cue. 'Tis good to see you all again. But for the president himself to attend, keen to bear witness to our little experiment, are you? You know I am. I was there at the Crystal Tower, lest you forget. I wouldn't miss this for the world. You wouldn't mind if we come along and see you off, I hope? It's thanks to these two that we could finish the work so quickly. 'Twas my painstakingly corrected data that made the reinforcement possible. The scales will last a good 10 years in the void with nary a hint of degradation. As the ones who did the actual reinforcing, we guarantee their quality as well. They'll keep you safe. Enough bragging. Here are the scales. Maid outfits. You know, I'm surprised that no one has taken the time out of their busy schedule to be like, here's $15 through the PayPal. Go buy the maid outfit right now. Like, I'm surprised. I thought that there was more, what's the term I'm looking for? Degenerates out there. Is that culturally appropriate? With these, we can search for my sister without fear of corruption. I don't know how to repay you. What for you? Well, for Murney, technically. Don't mention it. Midgard Summer came to a rescue in the rift. At least it's the least we can do to help his children. Thank you. Well, my friend, my only regret is I won't be able to accompany you on the latest grand adventure. Wait! Nidhana is out the matter. Before you depart, Your Excellency, there's something I wish to present with you. Will you please come with me? Do not delay us without good cause. Very well. Forgive me, friends, but I require a moment. I would do it, but for a fit that I know you'll use more than as a joke. What would that look like? Did you know when I'll have you know that when I first started streaming this game, I put a $25 price tag. I literally had this for like one stream and then I took it down because I wanted to change it, but I never brought it back. $25 total donation. To buy a Fantasia to turn into any race. That was how low the bargaining power was back then. Nowadays, you would not get that for anything less than like 50. You know, inflation has doubled since then, guys. You want to see Lalafell for a little while? It's gonna cost you. He's certainly taking his time. What sort of grand present could take so long to receive? The kind that'll help him in the void, I presume. That God's forsaken place will need all the help he can get. But you, out of all people, know that, eh? Bum, 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 bum. I might toy with like monthly sub goals as
My
well.
apologies for keeping you waiting.
But again, we'll see. I don't like nickeling and diming people, I'll be honest with you, but obviously supporting is like supporting is something that people like to do anyway, you know what I mean? So I may as well have some incentives. At least my opinion on it.
Vritra, I presume.
Oh my goodness. He aged up. Wait, I literally just said that that he needed to shed the
Indeed,
boyish tone.
this vessel now serves as a host for my eye. I was aware that the alchemists were busy preparing something, but this...
We couldn't well send you on such a perilous mission unprepared, Your Excellency. We spared no effort in crafting the body, and I dare say you'll find it adept at wielding weapons and magics both.
Oh my goodness, can I use him in the dungeon? Am I allowed to bring him? He's got a shield. That's a paladin if I've ever seen one before.
'Twas our intent to present it to you sooner, but we could not bring ourselves to do so, knowing we could yet improve it further. Pray forgive us.
There is naught to forgive. I am grateful for this fine vessel, and shall put it to good use. Again, I ask that you watch over Radzatan in my absence. The dangers we go to face are great and many, and I fear I will be unable to give matters here due attention. And in opening the Void Gate, there is ever risk that Voidsent will find their way into our world.
Rest
Chill
assured,
guitar
we
music
are
to
more
talk about
than
terrible
prepared.
events too, you know what I mean?
Our soldiers have been training under Master Estinian. On my honor, we will not suffer a single fiend to pass. So, think only of your mission, Varshan. Ah, but seeing as this is a different body, perhaps we should use a different name.
Nay, Vashan shall suffice. Though I may have thus grown up, I am as ever a little brother to you all.
As you say, as you say. Go then, Varshan. And best of luck.
Roshan, can I get a fist slam? One of these bad boys?
I have something for you as well.
I think you should check your Moogle mail soon. I'm worried, Volker.
While
Don't
you
don't
were
do
gone,
anything stupid, okay?
Oriange paid us a visit. As you may recall, he joined us on our foray.
I don't even know what
into
Moogle mail is
Legacy,
used
in
for.
part
Like, I'm gonna
to
be
conduct
honest with you.
research for the Loporrits. Research they were delighted to receive, and which has already inspired them to consider new ways to improve their own treasure vault. As a token of their gratitude, Livingway entrusted a familiar relic to Oriange.
That thing's just a color. There's no
Aye,
texture.
the crystal, which showed the way to Meteon. The Loporrits no longer have need of it, and thus saw fit to return it to us. Harboring the power of light, it could well aid us in our mission in the Void.
We're gonna
And
flashbang
who
the whole
better
place.
to bear Heidelin's gift than her chosen champion?
See, that's what I don't like you saying, Volker. When you buy stuff from the cash slop, it arrives there as well. I don't like how you say that. I don't like how you're wording that, Volker. I don't like how you're wording it.
If there is nothing left to discuss, then let us depart.
Get me in there, Veteran Radiant. Well, there's Volcra. And Tracker's character. Where is my Illyrian friend? We're missing one soldier. Alright, let's finally get in there. All this tension to visit a world that's, you know, not even that exciting. It's mostly dead.
I shall now lift the seal.
You don't have to join Lynx yet until we get to the dungeon, don't worry. Oh, how you doing, Lozu? Might join for the trial? Could always use more. I think we're a little understaffed.
I cast open this door unto the void.
And it might be a little bit, you know, we're taking our time with the although I can't imagine the 13th has that much like space to cover, you know what I mean? We'll find out.
Go. Absorb the Void Gate.
Oh my goodness, it's actually becoming like the one that like kicks us out. Or the treasure maps. I hate this guy.
It worked. We should have no trouble passing through a gate of that size.
What can we expect to find after stepping through?
On my previous foray, I emerged in a castle swarming with void scent. I was hopelessly outnumbered and forced to turn back. But together, I am confident we can hold our own. Upon our arrival, let us deal with any hostile entities and secure the area.
6-2 is the real meat and potatoes of the patch. Well, I heard there's a dungeon and a trial. I mean, that's got to be something.
The command of our mission, I leave in your capable hands.
Oh, Commander Delu?
In the event of battle, I shall adapt my tactics to complement your own.
Should we require healing, I can provide it. 'Twould be a welcome change of pace from my recent havoc wreaking.
All I can do is DPS. I'm a dragoon. All I can do is jump into the air and aura farm and land on the ground and lay on the ground.
Take heart, my friends.
That's all we do around
And have
here.
faith. We will brave this broken world and rescue my sister Ajdaya.
Trials are no longer outside series, so a trial every 0.2, 3, 4, and 5. Wait, so there's 4 trials between now and Dawn Trail? That's crazy. Wait, what the heck? The dungeon's here right now. All right, let's get into it. I think I know who it is this time. They heard you were not doing your trials in time, so they changed it. What difference does it make? I've done 2 of the 3 trial sections. I did 4 lords. I did the weapon series. Love this dungeon for glam. Okay. Remember, guys, if you see glam and I like it, you gotta hit the pass button, guys. I'm telling you right now, all 3 of you listening. Okay? All 3 of you listening in the dungeon with us. You gotta pass if I like what I'm seeing. Also, you're missing the Monster Hunter trials and the Hill. I want to do the Monster Hunter trials because I played World. I played Monster Hunter World. I know what one Rathalos is and looks like. I've even killed him a few times in a past life. I'd be interested in doing those for sure. I didn't play Wild though. I haven't gotten that one yet. I'll wait for like either. Are they doing DLC for that game? I don't know. I'll either wait for like a Mega Bungus sale where it's like 60% off or something, or wait for them to pass new expansions, whichever comes first. Ready, check. All right, you know the deal, guys. Oh, I remember this. We did this once. Oh my goodness, you guys are actually with me. I thought the cutscene would show, you know, the real characters, not the fake ones. You know, not as decrepit as I thought it was, based off like the two cutscenes we've seen of this place. I thought it was really run down. Kind of looks all right. Kind of looks all right. Dungeon.fire. Don't get banned this time, Volker, for that. Whoa, what the heck? The world is melting, guys. What are we doing? What happens if the entire 13th was a fun house? Where like everything looked like this with like funny wavy lines. Oopsies. Come back. There's a mold spore? What are we fighting on now? Always a fan of a good harpsichord in music, I won't lie. Beatrice. Are you Beatrice? You're not Beatrice. Oh, you are Beatrice. Are you Beatrice? What is this fight? It's just goons. Where's the real baddie? Look out for the lasers. Ah. When was the last time they did a straight up ad fight? I feel like I have not done one of these in a really long while. Mind the gaps, team. Mind the gaps. Volker, no! No, you're gonna bomb both of us! Don't be don't he me mid fight. What are we doing? Ah! Kill this one. You know, I'll give him credit. This is the mechanics are simple, but at least it's like a memorable fight. Is there any credence to the idea that when they like have a fight designed for NPCs, they make the fight easier? Like, is that a real thing that like they do? Because I know that when we did Heidelin, people are like, oh, you know, it was the first trial designed for thing, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's going to expand or something. Let's go this way. I knew it. I wasn't born yesterday, fella. Alright, let's check out the glam. A bracelet is a bracelet, but how about this? Okay. Halloween Horror Nights, kind of an Undertaker vibe. I'll take it. What's wrong? Speak up, soldier. What dungeon thing? Oh no, because like I heard someone said that when we did Heidelin, that like Heidelin was like a simple fight because it was one of the first trials designed for like, you know, to have all your friends come along with you. But like, is there any truth to that? That's why like the fight is simple. Because like, oh, the dungeon fire thing. Oh, that's like, okay, that goes way back. Don't worry about that. Dungeon fire is lore lost to time. Volker tried to sell malware to my viewers. That's what happened. Dungeon fire? Yeah. So Volkra, so if you type dot in chat, Nightbot will treat it as a link. So Volkra was trying to talk about a dungeon being like really good, you know, like the dungeon was fire. But she wrote dungeon.fire, and Nightbot thought that was like illicit malware that was trying to be sold. So now we've branded Volkra as a bad actor. That's the lore of Dungeon.fire. How could Volker do this? I know. If anything, we had like an olive branch moment, you know, or a come to Jesus moment where like, you know, now she's like part of the community. So she went from trying to, you know, hack people's Bitcoin wallets to, you know, helping me through the dungeons. I think that's a huge glow up, honestly. Thanks for the bracelets, guys. Speaking of, what's it called? Anyone want to be mods? Lozu, you want to be my YouTube mod? You don't, I won't pay you anything, but all I need you to do is, like, ban the people that are, like, obviously doing stupid things. It's unpaid labor if you're okay with that. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm a new player. Which server do you recommend for NA? So, okay, yeah. So in Final Fantasy 14, if you're a new player, Gabby, you have your data centers, then you have like this small independent, I forget what they're called. What's the small one called? Homeworlds or whatever. If you want to be with a bunch of new people, you should pick the data center Dynamis, but it's relative. It's a growing in population. If you want to be with the hardcore sweaty people, like if you're a hardcore raider from like World of Warcraft and you only want to play with people who care about getting the rotation right 100% of the time, Aether's your place. Crystal's kind of mixed. They have like everything. I think Crystal's like a PvP and RP world, I think. I think they kind of do everything. And then you get Primal, which is where I am, which is another kind of a mixed one. We're not like super well known for anything, but we're like we're in the middle. We're the casual core, I guess. And as long as you're in NA, we can all hang out. So like, even though I'm Primal, I can still join you. You know, you can still join me. It just takes you just have to hop worlds, which takes like 30 seconds. It's not the most convenient thing, but it works. That's what matters. What the heck is this? Okay. That was really unique for something that was a nothing burger. What the heck? He's blocking me out. Plus, with regional matchmaking, servers won't really matter. That's true. Final Fantasy 14 is getting regional matchmaking in the future, which is gonna make it so that doesn't even really matter, because you're gonna, even if you're not a hardcore raider, you're gonna have to deal with the Aether people who want you to be a hardcore raider, you know? You're gonna start complaining about your uptime and your parse numbers and your buff numbers or whatever. Whoa! I can't turn around fast enough. Okay. Which worlds give you XP? I want you to understand, Gabby, as much as like I want to help you, we're in the middle of a dungeon and Trackers is Arquiten. So Arquiten's trying not to die right now, so you're gonna have to relax for a little bit. But there are a couple worlds on Dynamis that ow, wasn't paying attention. There are a couple worlds on Dynamis that give you bonus XP to newer players, because they want those to be like the new player hubs, kind of. Arquiten, you can't be throwing words like that at someone who's new to the game. They don't know what a lodestone is. Oh, did you turn the Twitch AI feature? I don't think I did, but I can do that. I was dealing with some YouTube issues yesterday. I forgot that they do it like that. What even is it? I know part of me wants to be the malicious compliance guy and just make myself green and poison the AI well, but I don't know. I feel like, first of all, I feel like maybe one green streamer isn't going to do enough anyway. You know what I mean? Ooh, very pretty. You know, Lucy, you said that there's good glam here, but I haven't gotten like anything. You haven't gotten a top yet. No pants yet. I'm not saying you're lying to me, but I'm saying like the glam here hasn't delivered yet. Yeah, I'll probably figure out the Twitch stuff after the stream. How to toggle it. Wait, here we go. Oh, another bracelet? That's bracelet number 3. It's frustrating. At least the world's pretty. Way nicer than World of Darkness. It's been like 10 years of development time, you know? Cut them some slack. As well as like multiple extremely successful expansions. The budget's bigger. There was COVID. There was that too. That might have, you know, a little detractor. Because this came out like right around COVID time, right? 2020-ish, I have to imagine. If anything, COVID helped. I'm talking about with not with the people numbers. I'm talking with like production. No, because like this patch was 2022. What I'm saying is like if you played through Endwalker, and I noticed it a ton. I called it out every single time it happened. There was a hold on. 1 second.
Delivered the most mouth-watering morsels.
Huh. Smash? This one? Probably not. The other one? Maybe.
Archfiend of Earth and first of Golbez's circle of fall.
Never mind.
Pleasure I will take in delivering you unto your grave.
Background music up. Hold on. Dang, they just a choker, bracelet, earring. Where's my actual glam, guys? Where's my actual glam? Both at the same time? I don't know. I don't know if you can handle it. I'll be honest with you, man. I really don't. I don't think you got all that. I don't want to like be mean. Let me sound effect down a little bit. Sound effects. I should probably do it in the settings actually later. Ah! I guess what I'm saying, Mana, is you do recognize that these are like 30-foot tall beasts, right? Like, I don't know what you are, Mana. I just don't think you got what it takes. Ouchies. I like the saxophone, though.
My blade thirsts for blood.
Aw. I do know we got a trial coming up if anyone wants to queue in the near future. I don't know how long that is from now to then, but it's on the horizon.
Protect me, my minion. I give you a taste of true despair.
That's all it was. That was true despair.
Come, fill your lungs.
Oh, I hit the wrong one. I hit Warden instead of my knockback protection. I won't lie, this dungeon, again, a little too easy for me, in my opinion. It is my estimation that a party of idiots like ours should have at least 2 deaths per dungeon. That's my kind of, like, rule. Like, minimum item level especially, you know? Like, the fact that we've had no deaths so far, undertuned. The difficulty spike is in Dawn Trail. I heard that for Shadowbringers, though. I thought Shadowbringers was the one that, like, was supposed to be, like, a pretty decent difficulty spike. Ouchies. Like, I messed that up, and, like, what was that gonna do? Nothing. There's no punishment for messing anything up around here. I think it's less hard because the party has most of the kit they're used to. I guess, but like, are you supposed to change jobs every dungeon so that you're not as, like, you know, You're a little out of sorts with your own mechanics. That is a good top. Okay, hold on. Let me check. Let me check. Alright, I better not see any needs from anybody right now. Let's go.
This Scarmalione, he knew the gate had opened.
The boss song, what do we think? It's pretty old school, you know, it's very classic fantasy. Classic Final Fantasy even. I kinda like it. Good.
And not for the first time. He and his brethren must keep watch over the portal.
It's not supposed to be hard except for Criterion. I don't know. I feel like there should be like 1 or 2 deaths per dungeon. That's my opinion. Look, with trials, what I'm saying is, have you watched us do trials at minimum item level? There are some where like we get like 10, 15 deaths. So like I think there should be like a balancing act, you know? How can you expect, you know, dungeons to be that easy, but then trials like kind of kill her a little bit, you know? This is of course I'm testing at a minimum item level, of course.
As we do ours, but to unflinchingly consume a fellow Voidsent. Like men, perhaps they form factions and fight amongst themselves.
The question is, what will the minions do?
Oh look, it's the whole gang's back together. Look at these dudes.
Your mistress is no more, and the one who consumed her we slew in turn. Do you still mean to try us?
4 quests until the trial. Is that what you're saying, Volker?
I expect some Voidsent are more intelligent than others. Perhaps these ones simply do not understand our words.
Even beasts ought to understand strength.
Hit him with the sign language. Make yourself big.
There is much
Puff
we
your
do not
puff your
know
arms
about
out.
Voidsent.
Scare him
If we
away.
are to survive their world, it would be wise to learn their ways.
Let's proceed with caution and pick up what we can.
Sage advice, my friend. 'Tis reassuring to have one so experienced.
It's actually bard advice, Varshan, but it's a rookie mistake. I understand. Maybe the Voidsents aren't that mean. They kind of look a little crazy, but maybe they're kind of friendly, deep down.
I am here, sister. Finally here. And I will find you. I swear it.
Buried memory. Why is there like an end card? Isn't this the middle of the thing? Isn't this like literally like halfway, not even halfway through 6.2? Or maybe that was the start card? I don't know. I've lost track of the plot. This cache will serve as a base of operations for now. Ere we set our sights elsewhere is to see what we can learn here. Might I swap to Viper for the trial? Yeah, go ahead. I don't police what jobs you play, I'll be honest. The only requirement I have is that if we're struggling, someone has to switch to Red Mage if we're really flailing. I think Red Mage is the secret for Joe Schmoes like us to get through minimum item level like P6N dungeons or raids, you know what I mean? From this point on, you will not encounter Aetherites for a while. Should you leave Troya Castle, you can return here via Weaver's Warning. Additionally, am I into the court? Okay. You better hurry then, because that res might be gone in Evercold. No way. Are they removing both of them, including Summoner? I'm putting all my stocks into Summoner stocks if Summoner is the only one who gets the bonus res. Whatever it takes to get a third res, because we had a lot of wipes. We had a lot of wipes where both our healers died and we had no chance because of it, so... Not speaking down to my healers. I'm just saying there was a lot of times us DPS players, we were holding strong, but the healers were gone and, you know, we didn't have an extra res, so... Didn't look too good for us. The warning scale exhibits no change. It should be safe to remain here as we begin our search. They start doing patch title cards now. I see. So that was the title card, okay. But with her now, I could sense a Daha if she were remotely here, but this is nothing. Might you not call to her? Alas, this vessel is not capable of calling across vast distances. For that I try. Just try. Scream. Be like, ah! Help! Even if it were possible, the Dragon's Call is born upon Aether is liable to draw even more void sent to us. I see. You better hurry, or YoshiP mentioned that removing res or limiting it, Summoner included, but nothing confirmed. I see. All I'm saying is, you know, throw us a bone, you know? Throw us a bone. Keep the res train alive for us, not for us underperformers. Like I'm sure that the good parties aren't using their red mage reses, you know what I mean? Like the people clearing ultimates aren't that worried about, you know, whether Summoner has a bonus res or not. In any case, let's little exploration to be done here while we're confined to this isolated isle. I propose we begin by learning what we can from the castle's occupants, an understanding of what their ways may prove useful to our cause. Very well, let's hope for very few of them are capable of speech. Let's all remain vigilant while we go about our inquiries. We reconvene here afterwards. Personally, I think res for Summoner is whatever, they can delete it, but for Red Mage it's kind of cool since they can get off instant res on the fly. It's definitely way too strong for Prog, but I don't think they balanced the game for that. Ideally, Red Mage would do all the res since he can res 2 people at once. Okay, you have to remember that my understanding of like Prog and actual like hard content is like pretty bad, right? It's really bad even. But like isn't... In my head, I imagine that to clear ultimates, you basically need 0 deaths anyway, right? Like, am I wrong in saying that out loud? Is my sprout thinking completely frayed? Because, like, at that point, you wouldn't need an extra res. Not 0, but sure. You can have 1 or 2 deaths. You can get away with 1, maybe. You can't have a... you just can't have a death in a phase where the DPS check is tight or on a body check. You would need a res when you're trying to prog, though. I see. I'm starting to understand why... The anti-res lobby is so powerful. Okay, I get it. I like them, though. I think they're cool. Grr. Rawr, rawr. The creature glares at you. It's unlikely you'll learn anything from it. Ooh, I like the music here. Harpsichord waltzes? Like classic. Just classic video game music in my eyes. What enticing aether you have. Give me some. Give me some more. Oh, if only I were stronger, I'd be able to eat you. Fine, I'll find someone else to eat then. This one seems to only think of feeding. Better take your inquiries elsewhere. Remember, Taz, once you complete the last post Endwalker, you'll no longer be a Sprout. They'll take the Sprout symbol from my cold, dead hands. Res lets you stall and get more information while progging mechanics, but you want to get but if you want to get the clear, people replace Red Mage with Black Mage. Yeah, that's what I figured. Like, I feel like the extra res, when you're actually trying to get the, you know, when you're there for the final run, I feel like, you know, the res isn't really going to do you that much good. Yoshi P personally logs in and rips it for your nameplate. It's like as you're going through the last cutscene and like you just see someone appear behind you, like in the distance, and like you're going through the cutscene, you just pause there and you're waiting, and then the cutscene just starts auto advancing while you're waiting because you don't want to get your Sprout symbol removed forcibly. Why would Yoshi P do this to me? The mistress's eyes are beauteous, sublime, to bask in her gaze is bliss, but now she's gone. Never again will I feel her gaze. No mistress, no orders. What am I to do now? What am I to do? Not sparing you so much as a glance. That's what happened. I just heard someone slowly breathing behind my back, and then poof, it was gone. I know, it's so sad. I serve, I obey. Please do not eat me. Dragon? What's that? Does it taste good? I don't know anything about it. Don't know anything about it. But the one we caught recently, they seem to know lots. We threw them in the dungeon. They are clever. The clever ones are tasty. They may have been eaten already. We must search the dungeons. Yoshi P hides his actual account. Don't we know that he's a Lalafell enjoyer? Isn't that like known information? Come, friends, we must go to the dungeons. I have nothing to share. While those I approached had no will to fight, neither were they capable of holding conversation. My experience is much the same. Lower rung voids tend to have lower intelligence, 'twould seem. Oh, I see you have a message. There's no Moogle male here in the void in the 13th of Ulcra. Relax. I pity Scarmalone is dead. He was talkative, at least. What of you? We have to go check the dungeons, friends. The dungeons hold all the secrets. Close this. A clever void sent in the dungeons. That would be the area in which we'd emerged. Indeed. Let us take ourselves back there and find this void scent, preferably before its fellows make a meal of it. No? Nothing? To the dungeon! He is, in fact, a Lala Black Mage. The seat of the foremost. I like how they're doing it, making us reuse the assets. No need to build a new pathway when we can just do it ourselves. Trojan Knight, hello, sir. Hello, Tazilu, how you doing, Remove? Someone made a cool figure of his Warrior of Light at EU FanFest and showed it off during a panel. You're talking about of Yoshi P's Warrior of Light, right? You can sit in the chair? Oh, the big seat, the seat of power. I remember this, you're gonna go back, don't worry. Some good cardio. Yeah, I know. At least they're friendly now. Is that Trojan or Troyan? Troyan. Because we're in Troya. Lower the music slightly, it's too loud. I think you can mount in here? Whoa! I see. Sorry, my brain was still in dungeon mode. When are we getting a custom sub badge, Mr. Streamer? I actually didn't even know you could get a custom sub badge. You're the first person to ask this, Firewire. I'll have to go into the R&D team and see what they think. Where's the Aetherite? There is no Aetherite. Wait, I forgot, Remove. You've never been to this part of the game. This is spoilers for you. Close your eyes. You literally are like 3 things behind me. Oh, it's this guy. This is the guy that returned for the 13th. Oh, no, he does. It is someone that we know. Oh, my goodness.
You are the friend.
Which idiot are you? Oh, no. Oh, it's this. Oh, wait, it's that guy. You're the void sent bound to Xenos. Guys, relax. We already killed him.
I see it now. The bottomless darkness. The insatiable hunger. The aura was present when we faced him in Garlemald.
You really call this the friend. Can we relax a little bit?
How did it come to be here?
When Xenos died, its connection to the source was severed. It was forced to return to the void.
Xenos. Yes, that was his name. And you are the friend, are you not?
That I am. I am the friend. We're gonna hug. Can I give a slash hug? Maybe a slash pet? My Heidelin crystal.
Is that Heidelin's crystal?
Slash bag? Yeah, you wish. Doesn't work on Void Sense. A person.
But how? The light just now. Of course. And thus I am returned.
Wait, that means we can just bring back the dragon, right? That's like that. This solves the whole problem. We're fine.
What do you mean, returned? Who are you?
Yeah, Varshan's like, wait a second. This is all we need. The plot just answered itself.
I was once bound to the man named Xenos.
I'm worried about this voice. I'm very worried about this voice.
His avatar, until you killed him.
This might be different. Okay, we're okay. Everyone relax.
Avatar, as in the void-sent servants of Reapers. In the name of his hunt, Xenos took up that traditional Garlean art.
Traditional art? Can you imagine having a long tradition of Reapers? You think you're the bad guys if you were like that?
He forged a covenant with a being of the void to lend him strength.
I've said it before, but like, do what's it called? Do you ever think like the Garleans knew they were the bad guys? Like, oh yeah, we practice the art of you know, reapers. We're like a expansionist imperial state. Like, you think the average citizen's like, maybe, guys, you think like there's a chance we're the baddies? Why slow mode got spammed? We did get spammed, so I had to put slow mode. It's 7 seconds
Covenant.
remove. Relax.
A curse, more like. He stole my power. There was no equity in the arrangement.
Reapers aren't Garlean soldiers, they're outcasts, but it's practiced in the Garlean reaches, right? At least that's what I picked up from what they were saying like 5 seconds ago. Whether or not it's like, you know, banned, but curse more like he stole my powers and no equity.
My very essence was altered, twisted into a tool to
I like her
serve his
hat.
desires.
Very sharp.
Your previous appearance. This is your true form, then.
Perhaps, perhaps not. What does it matter?
Indeed, it doesn't. Regardless of your form, you are a void sent by nature.
Ooh, I was about to what's it called him? I was about to praise him for being such forward thinking. Like, yeah, it doesn't matter what you look like, you know? And then but then it hits us with the it doesn't matter what you look like, you are void sent. Void sense. I hate void sense.
So answer me this. Are you our enemy too?
In this world, only a fool would attempt to devour a stronger being. And though it was as an avatar, I lost you once, I have no desire to lose again.
Good enough for me.
Let's go, Estinian.
Now, you will answer me a question. Xenos called you friend. That's what you are? A friend?
I don't think he ever learned my name, to be honest with you. You know, he might have called me friend, but you can call me Murney DeLute.
So, you're not a friend. Then... what is it? What is a friend?
Oh no. She's lost, like, coherence. Now she's just wandering off. Okay, Firewire, I don't mean to call you out, but again, goth baddie? She's just wearing black, man. It's a low bar to clear. I've worn black on black. Am I a goth baddie? Like, well, we gotta keep the bar a little higher than that, Firewire. You are to me. Thank you, Firewire. At least you're strong in your convictions, no matter how wrong they may be. As much as one might expect the unexpected, I doubt any of us could have foreseen this turn of events. She seems to be different from the other Void Sen, at least the ones we've met. And of the change we've witnessed, I suspect is due to your crystal purging the excess darkness. Even so, she still harbors a great deal of darkness. I'm very keen to hear what you can help about us. Or tell about us about the Void. Oh, it's these things, the Psychon cookies. We were talking about this yesterday. The Ascians have been added to the unending. So, I doubt you came to the dungeon by pure chance. What is it that you're after? We're looking for the Void Sent with whom we could converse. In the course of which we learned of you. We are visitors to this world and we know less and little of its workings. We would be grateful if you could tell us about it yourself. So it's the information you seek. That's not great. What do you offer for it? I beg your pardon. Voids do not give unless we stand to gain. If you die or something, you pay the price. What is the sole rule in this world you call the void? That is the sole rule of this world they call the void. That makes sense. Please forgive our ignorance. But, what would be acceptable as payment? I suspect that coin carries no value here. Void Scent crave one thing alone, ether. In return for information, I offer you mine. Not all of it, mind you. I still have a need of my life. Very well, I'll tell you no more than you can afford to pay. Then we have a bargain. If we're to talk about the void, let's do what we can. Let's do outside. Final Fantasy XIV players have very low standards. See Gaia and Reen's relationship being described. Well, I think that's just shipper culture, to be honest with you. I don't think that's like... I don't think it's a Final Fantasy XIV thing, you know? Like, the secret, if you don't want to get shipped with someone, never touch them, never talk to them, you know, just don't even look at them, right? If you look for, like, half a second, you know, if I was in Final Fantasy, the fact that I smirk a lot would, like, a lot of you guys would be like, oh, he's into that. You know, he's into that, isn't he? He's into, like, characters dying on screen. It's what gets him going, you know? And then I'd be like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. You guys are insane.
This is where I belong. My home. This endless darkness you call the void. There was once light here, and it shone its warmth upon creation. The lands were green and the seas were blue. Life flourished. Before the war, the Contra Memoria.
It must have been a terrible war indeed.
She gives me a ton of, like, Bloodborne vibes. I don't know why. I think it's the hat. The hat's doing it for me.
Causing darkness to engulf the world.
I actually really like that.
All life was transformed into monstrosities. Void Scent. We are the natural order now.
As light begat Sin Eaters, darkness begat Void Scent.
Good news, you can buy the hat on the store. You're talking about with real monies? I don't want to spend real monies on a hat. I'm sure there's a hat similar that I can buy for fake gil instead.
The sun was driven from the sky as fleeting day yielded to endless night. In time, even land and sea lost their distinction. And though the spark of reason had died in us, driven by memory's shadow, we formed factions and carved out domains. This castle, for instance, its erstwhile lord must have abided in such a place once upon a time.
If I may, the darkness in you is too much for any man to harbor. To my eyes, you are indeed a Void Scent. Yet your knowledge of the past and your demeanor mark you apart from your brethren. You are different. That much is plain. But in what way, I am unsure.
As you say, I am Void Scent, but only in part.
Half Void Scent? But how?
The darkness touched my mother when the war had only just begun, when I was still in the womb. As a child, I looked like any other, but darkness coursed through me, and I ceased to age when I'd become a woman grown.
The way your voice actor does, her voice is good. Yeah, it's good.
But that was then. And now, I may as well be one in full.
I'm trying to tell if this is... Part of me believes, just because they've recycled this voice actress a ton, part of me believes this is Lucia's voice actress trying a different angle. Because, like, I'm hearing notes of it, but it's nowhere near as bad as the... What is it, like... prideful. The aura that was what's it called? You definitely not heard her. Okay, cool. Just wanted to be sure. Because I know in normal Endwalker they reused Lucia's voice for like 6 different characters, and someone's like, well, that's because it was like COVID and they were like constricted by Gosetsu too. Gosetsu's voice actor had like multiple roles. Like that was I imagine that was because of the, you know, shutdowns and stuff, but.
I prey on the weak and serve the strong.
In 14, she's only voiced this. Okay, fine.
Nothing
Different
more.
character.
Forgive me. 'Twas not my intent to pry. I realize, too, that I've neglected to ask your name.
As we say mortal, you may call me Void Sent.
That is liable to cause confusion. If you are not averse, we would address you by your true name.
Good call, Varshan. Good call, Varshan.
And call me what you will. I care not.
Let's call you Robbie. I like Robbie because it's dark robed, you know?
How about Zero?
I don't know how you came to that conclusion.
Meaning nothing. A name as fitting as any.
No, not nothing, but rather a beginning. For it remains to be seen what you will become to us.
As I said, I care not. Zero, then.
Here's to I think it's a nice name. Here's to a fruitful partnership.
Partnership? Are you saying you wish to strike a bargain?
Oh my goodness, she's harder to talk to than a Stinian.
Well, Zero, while there is no end to the questions we could ask, it is only fair that we tell you our purpose in coming here. We are searching for a dragon. One who came to your world long ago.
A dragon?
Yes. Ashdaya is her name, and she is my sister. If you have any knowledge of her, I beg you share it with us.
I think they don't do the name thing here, though. We've been over this. Justinian, your dragon sense is tingling.
Did you say something?
No.
I thought I heard a voice as well. The keening of void scent, perhaps.
Justinian, did you just growl at me by any chance? Or is that my imagination? You didn't just go in my ear, did you? I see why she has the hat now. It's for aura forming. Look at her. No one's even in front of her and she's averting her eyes. Crazy. I must say, we were rather exposed here. Perhaps we should continue this conversation within the castle. Though it is defensible, given its few points of ingress, let us head back there. Moving wasn't part of the bargain. I'll comply, but I expect my payment promptly. You'll have it as soon as we've arrived. He does seem to be the growling type. I mean, yeah, he does. Yeah, we can't have... I think the amount of aura farmers in our party is growing exponentially. We need to fix this. Soon we're going to be fighting in a dungeon and half of them are just going to be pinned to the back wall / leaning with their eyes looking in different directions. We're going to be functionally worthless. Wait, Now, I know. Someone growling. Yeah, Firewire's like, mount up. It's like Worm Tongue from Lord of the Rings, you know? Solo duty. In my Endwalker post. Several cutscenes. Okay. Cool. Well, I can't do that because someone did this.
This place is as good as any. Let me have the ether now.
Very well.
This Moncha guy again, or whatever his name was? The Moncha guy was the other guy. That's Scarlamanon. That's her name.
My mark.
That fiend again? But we struck it down. Watched it die.
Estinian, when are you gonna learn? We killed like every enemy twice at this point. Like you should learn. You gotta learn eventually, Estinian.
Fools. Death doesn't exist in this world. And I am free to return whensoever I please.
Death doesn't exist. Of course, in the first, the power of light, of passivity, prevents life from emerging in the empty. But in the 13th, the power of darkness, of activity, prevents life from finding rest, even should soul be separated from flesh.
Does that mean I can do it
Unless
too?
One's essence is absorbed by another. It is possible to
Maybe
return
not.
again and again.
We'll just absorb the dude. What's the problem?
Your ether. It is reminiscent of that creature's. Ah, my mouth waters at the memory.
What?
What?
I must devour you too. Yes, I must. Ye drifting souls, by my power be reborn!
Absorbing Aether went well for us in the first, I guess. I mean, yeah, there were a few road bumps along the way, but didn't we saved the world and blew everyone up? Like, I think we did pretty good for ourselves, all things considered. We might have almost perished, but that's the risk you take, you know? Varchad's voice being deeper than is so funny to me. What, he
It's
grew
another
up a little
death
bit.
they want. I say we give it to them.
Dang.
If you could lend us a hand, we'd be much obliged.
No transactional
Would.
fee.
But you already owe me a debt, and until you make good on it, I won't lift a finger.
I mean, that's fair. Mercantile rules or merchant
we'll speak
rules.
after you've
Not,
won. But know that if you lose, I'll help myself to your ether.
what is the word I'm looking for? Not merchant. Mercenary. Mercenary code.
That a bothersome duty should deliver to me this lavish feast. Come, struggle with all your might.
Oh, we're back to our Final Fantasy IV music, was it?
Tastier.
Let's see if you learned any tricks between now and the last time I killed your boss, man. Let's get him, fellas.
Every soul in this
I said this last time we did a solo duty, but like I think it's funny that they have the little levels and they just make it question marks anyway. 'Cause who cares what level everyone is?
The castle answers his call. We do well to break up this feast quickly.
Then let's see these guests on their way.
All right, what you got for me, big man?
Behold the power of the Archfiend of Earth!
Why are we all standing in there?
He hastens their regeneration.
Back in my day, we stay out of the scary red circles, but I suppose the NPCs know a little better than I do.
That which cannot die.
Hello, how you doing, Shadow Game? You just missed us killing this guy for the first time, and he came back for seconds, so...
Our foe has mutilated an advantage. We need to drag him out of this damnable feast. Quickly, stand together!
I know how to do a stack marker, buddy. I've been around the block. Fishing is a lie? How you doing, Lilac? What do you mean fishing is a lie? I love fishing. We were just ocean fishing the other day.
A retreat may be in order.
I love the what's it called, the saxophone riff in the middle of that song. Unnecessary, but kind of sick with it. Hold on. I spent an hour on a fish, on a single fish. Should have been a 18.5 chance with the fish I was mooching from.
You cannot hope to win.
You never know until you try, and I'm always happy to experiment.
Literally just standing there.
Zero! Is there no way to stop them from coming back?
There is, but I have no reason to share it with you.
You know, Zero, you do owe us for one thing.
Bring you.
Your name.
That's not what I was gonna say. I mean, I guess that's there too.
You'll have your promised ether, but we are owed compensation for your name.
Enough fishing for now. Watch you instead. We have a trial coming up, Lilac. If you need to decompress by beating up on some, you know, big bully, we could always use the extra hands.
A name for which I did not ask. But that I nevertheless did accept.
Ooh, got her on her own lawyerisms. You just have to eat it. You have to eat the crystal. If you eat the crystal, they can't come back.
They've been crystallized.
Well now, that's quite the trick.
Okay, real quick question. When did Reaper come out as a playable job? It wouldn't happen to be right after this. It wouldn't happen to be Dawntra, would it? Or was it Endwalker?
Satisfied?
Endwalker? Alright. Was it during launch of Endwalker, though? I feel like this... I feel like this whole section here is just trying to sell the job. Base Endwalker? Okay.
Completely.
They're like, maybe we didn't show enough Xenos, you know? Xenos, of course, had, like, the big reveal with the thing where, like, he was picking his weapon and they hit it. But, like, we need to show... We need more marketing for it. So, like, let's create a new character.
Come, my friends. With Zero's aid, we can defeat him.
What is this? What have you done?
You're gonna become a crystal
now that
too,
I
pal.
think on it, you owe me a debt as well. You may have missed your mark, but I won't miss mine.
Oh, what the heck? I already killed you once. Summoner was introduced in 6.1. Interesting.
However incurred, a debt is a debt. I will repay it here and now.
She can turn Void Scent into crystal.
What is this power?
WI? Alright, thank you, remove.
You will tremble before my truth threats.
Around here, we just believe everything, you know? Because I believe in the power of democracy. One person lying is not enough, you know what I mean?
Attend to the minions first.
What does that mean?
Be gone.
Oh, okay. I was like, I cannot target the minions, my friend. I don't know what you want me to do here.
That's far enough.
Yeah, you swing that sword, pal.
Trickery will not fail.
Is he the guild guy? It is the guild guy. Yeah, remove whenever you get back into Final Fantasy, you know. We got a couple of debts to pay off, just like Zero here.
This will hurt.
Can you kill this one before? Oh my goodness, you're not gonna get both of them.
Impressive.
Asher gets introduced to every patch. Alright, I'm not gonna fall for that. Low tier bait, come on. Zero, you're supposed to stack. Oh my goodness. Selfish. Insubordinate and churlish.
We cannot win without Zero. We must help her.
The shackle's kind of a little girthy.
Another debt to return.
I must deal with you first. I'll kill you all myself!
Finally getting serious,
My sub feature expires in 5 days, so I'll ping the server when I get on the game installed in my friend's
Let us
PC.
return the favor.
You know, remove if you give all 12 million gil to me, I can distribute it to my friends. You know what I mean? Like you know, if you guys trust me to dolly out the money in the future, I mean, I'm a trustworthy figure, of course. I'm sorry, Barshan, not a smart move on my part.
We must stop it now!
I'm trying. Taz, you should pay out of pocket any compensation from him later. What kind of loan scheme do you think I'm pulling off here? I'm not a central bank. I can't do that kind of stuff. And I don't know if you know how loans work, Lilac, but I don't know if removes a, what's it called? Trustworthy creditor or lender? Borrower, that's the one.
Do not think you have defeated me. I will return again and again.
Not if you become a crystal. Fool.
What? My flesh? Why won't it heal? What is the meaning of this?
Why does he kind of sound like you? I don't think that's correct, Mad Dog. I really don't.
To seal ether in crystal.
He's slimy. I'm honest, you know?
But how? How can you have this power? Death has no place in this world. We are beyond it. And yet, Lord Golbez, you have sent me to my doom.
It's your fault for trusting someone named Lord
Curse you
Golbez.
and your wretched flattery, and this abominable thing.
Nice. I despise loans, so I'll not be employing any of these weirdo tactics. You know what? I respect it. Cash buyers unite. Eat the forbidden Jolly Rancher, but it's giving me a migraine. Fellas, if a food gives you like... If a food's giving you like indigestion or otherwise problems just by touching it, you don't eat it, guys. I'll be honest with you.
You are welcome, seekers of might.
Lord Golbez.
I, Golbez, have called you for hither. I, who would see us triumph in the coming crusade. That I may entrust you with command of our armies.
Quite the range of emotions to his voice.
Yes, but what of the promised gift?
In exchange for our loyalty, we are to feast on the finest ether.
And so you shall, for if you are to serve me, you must be strong.
Then honor the pact and pray we are not disappointed.
Oh my goodness, a succubus with the succubus horns.
Very well. Behold.
Dragon.
The fiery wings, the savage horns. It pulses with life. Such vibrant ether. This magnificent creature could only come from beyond the veil.
Indeed. Feast, my friends. Feast and arise as my 4 arch-fiends. As they are now, they can consume but a fraction of the dragon's ether.
You guys think dragon would taste good in real life?
Just as well. The creature may yet serve other ends.
I think it'd be a very tough meat, you know, like I think it'd be very probably tastes like chicken feet. Maybe.
Are you all right?
It'd be very gamey. Yeah, I think so.
The Void Sense essence remains, but it has been sealed away, transformed into crystal.
Memoria. Scarmelione called them.
What's the lore behind her being
They
Italian?
are connected to the war of which you spoke.
Or him being Italian, sorry.
Aye, their use was central to the Contra Memoria, hence its name.
Is the 13th based off of Rome and Italy? Is that what I'm understanding here? Or am I
To
overthinking?
my knowledge, the transformation is permanent.
I see. We thank you for coming to our aid.
I repaid a debt, and in doing so ensured that I receive my own due compensation, which I shall have now.
Yes, yes. I still have work to do, so I would thank you not to get carried away.
Ether is the coin of choice. I appreciate the simplicity.
That makes us even, I trust. Right then. When you picked up the crystal, you experienced a vision, did you not?
There was a dragon.
A dragon resembling a great worm. I dare to hope that it was Ashdaya. Even as it pains me to think she's been made to suffer.
Dragon, Drake, Worm. What do you guys go with? Are you Worm fans? Are you Drake fans? Are they even the same thing? I've always considered myself a Worm fan.
Golbez.
We've been given much to consider. Let us take a moment to review what we know.
Worm sounds too much like a worm. Okay, what do you prefer then? We should still be owed at least that much, I dare say. I think we're, what, 1 or 2 more till the trial, I think? Unless I was incorrect. Myrna, you've come to the 13th before, yes? You fought the Void sent here. But you clearly didn't know they could regenerate. What else could what else you could have shared that detail beforehand? They seemed to stay dead at the time, yes. I mean, they probably came back to life. We just had to go. I doubt they did. I doubt not that they did. There must be a reason why the ones you defeated did not return in contravention of the natural order. Do you remember aught out of the ordinary? A sealing magic like Zero's, perhaps? There are circumstances in which you are unable to return. If you like, I can tell you about this. Please do. The more you devour, the more power you grow, but in the process, your essence is blended with those of your prey. If you were to lose your flesh, the souls you had come to harbor may break free and coalesce in distinct void sense once more. And before you return to yourself, your own soul may be devoured by enemies or your erstwhile prey. A fate more likely for stronger beings who require more time to regenerate. However, even assuming you survive the process, it's highly uncommon to return as you were. Yet despite his greater strength, Scarmillon managed to resurrect swiftly. Are there any other capable of the same? Not that I'm aware of. The attachment to his flesh might have been unique for him to develop such an ability. I believe we understand the fundamentals of rebirth. If I may, I would ask you about your power. Will you tell us about it? What you saw should speak for itself. I can bind the ether of soul and crystal. Many wielded this power during the Contra Memoria, but I'm the only one who left. How does one come to wield Memoria, and what happened to your peers? I never thought about it. I do know that Voidsent can't use the power, and I assume I can because I'm mortal in part. I see. Zero, I wish to ask you about the man called Golbez. He may have my sister in his clutches. Is there aught you can tell us of him? The name sounds vaguely familiar, though I can't say I know how. If he's powerful, however, someone in the castle may have heard of him. Listen, trust the task of talking to people through Myrni. Her echo will help us facilitate communication. I see, says the blind cat. Well, that's why like she stared. You know how like they've zoomed in on her for a little bit? She had to think like, should I say this? Are they going to laugh at me? More importantly, she should be able to maintain her composure better than it concerns it. Oh no, now we're teasing Varshan. Now he's really part of the group. Go. Should I take a picture on the throne? Sit on the chair? Fine. Can't I come back here in the future? Like, this is not an exclusive area. The framing is kind of awkward. The chair's too big, guys. The chair's too big. It's just too large. How about like something like really awkward? Nah, I don't like that angle. Okay, let's stop. Maybe from like here. I don't know. I'd probably have to change pose to get a better one. That's fine. Honestly, I'm pretty sure I have a chair just like this in my house. So like, what's the point, right? I can just do this in my house. Oh my goodness, I have a piece of mail? That's weird. A wider angle with the statues is what I got. I would toy around with it, but, you know, I can always come back, so it doesn't matter. If the one who devoured her dies, perhaps the mistress will return, then I may bask in her gaze again. Didn't we already talk to you? Golbez! My mistress spoke of him. He commands the archfiends. Very, very powerful and conquered many domains. The mistress bade us defend the castle from them. Yes, she did. These archfiends have been attacking other domains. The clever one hasn't been eaten. If no one wants, then perhaps... Golbez? Of course I know him. Only a fool without ears wouldn't. His archfiend lead armies to ravage and conquer. They devour those who deem useless, those who can't fight. If you do not want to be eaten, you better flee, though soon there will be nowhere left to run. You only keep those who are fit for battle. It must be nice to own a house. What? Did you, oh, because you're... Wait, you're sub now, aren't you, Mad Dog? Go buy a house. Buy a house before Evercold, because if you forget to buy a house before Evercold, unless you're gonna unsub between now and then, but you have to remember what's it called, right? It's gonna be really hard to get a house when the players return for Evercold time. Ah, the tasty one returns to tempt me. I mustn't eat you. I mustn't eat you. Golbez, I've known him from those I've eaten. He has minions, and those minions have minions. No one's ever seen him. Golbez seldom needs to act personally. How much is a house? About 3 million. 3 million big ones. Thanks for reminding me to visit my large. Forgot it was scheduled for demolition. Hey, get in there. Come on. Wait, you have a large? What the? I want a large. I have all this. I don't have enough for a large, but I want medium. I'll take a medium. Can I get a small loan of $5 million? I'll give you $5 million at the going rate is 10% daily interest rate. You know what? 6% daily interest rate. How about that? I'll give you a small discount just for you. Welcome back, Marnie. Were you able to learn aught of value? Don't do it, Taz. Will take your kneecaps if he misses a payment. He doesn't... Or... Well, so he's a Lalafell. Their kneecaps are like this big. How valuable could that be? So countless points I net to the Archfiends, who in turn answer to Golbez, as your vision did suggest. Scarmilone's aggression is also consistent with the claims that Archfiends conquer other domains. The question is, how do we reach Golbez if he surrounds himself with armies of minions? We could target his other Archfiends, or perhaps those who have fled his service. That said, we can't do much while we're stuck on this isle. Zero, I'll ask you a favor of you. I'm determined to save my sister Ajdaja. If there's any faint possibility that Golbez has her, I must find him. To this end, I want you to lend us your strength and knowledge. Will you accompany us on this quest? We've got in the way of my world already. If you want help, offer payment. None here will aid you out of the kindness of the heart. Anyone who claim otherwise are liars and betrayers. Or is this less a request and more of a threat? If I refuse, will you force me to serve? If you accompany us, you won't be eaten by the other Void Sand. That's kind of cool. Protection. I have no need of such. I was a prisoner, yes, but only because I couldn't be bothered to resist. I could have broken free had I desired to do so. If you're truly such an aimless creature, then you could do worse than to join us. You must expend energy to defend yourself as you would alone. Trying to be clever, are we? But even if you had a point, your protection isn't enough to persuade me. Very well, Zero. I propose you travel with us, and whenever you perform a deed that requires payment, we will provide in either. That's all you have to say. Everything else was superfluous. Fair point. Where to now? Either a place the Archfiends may strike next, or where refugees and deserters may seek sanctuary. I know the latter. I'll take you there. Assuming you know how we can get off this island. I was brought here on a mount. We can leave the same way. We need to find a large mount, but regardless of size, all can be won over with ether. Excellent. Let us go find the mount at once. No one saw the... Not good, Lord Goldbez must hear of this. I just learned that if I undertake that quest as a Reaper, there's a third dialogue option. Groping in the dark. Not doing it for me. We should be able to find a mount here with the castle in disarray. The creature will be hungry. Back. Anyone know how many more MSQ we have to get for the trial?
There it is. Good. It agrees to serve. Get on.
Part 2. Are you ready for the yap session? I don't know, am I? The fact that I'm yawning is not good. Hopefully the yap session doesn't take me out. Whoa! I fought you on Eureka.
What is this place?
My domain. In the beginning, it was a sanctuary for me alone. But over time, others began to gather here. Those who had nowhere else to go.
Are these all friendlies?
A settlement of pariahs.
Mortals! They're mortals! What enticing you here? Let me have some, let me have some!
Yeah, step away, buddy. You don't want to be turned into a crystal, too.
You are under my protection here and will not be harmed. I give you my word. Follow me.
Toby Star, how you doing? This is my abode. The others won't come near, so you may be at ease. While they no other place its tantalizing ether were to walk by, I can't guarantee they wouldn't pounce. It's a void sense nature consumed, it's their sole purpose. Even if the pursuit of ether may lead to undoing, many succumb to instinct. But any who succumb here will have to answer to me. This is my domain's one and only rule. It is absolute. Consider yourselves duly warned. If you wish to go among the void sent, here is your choice to make. All have fled for one master or another, but there are those masters who have in turn served Golbez. I do not know. You must ask them yourselves. Most have traveled to your world, so it shouldn't be difficult to communicate. We shall go about making inquiries at once. Thank you for your counsel. When we've learned all we can, let's reconvene at yonder plaza. If you're going too, I will accompany you. I only wish to observe. Do not expect me to help. What? Oh. One more to trial? Okay. To walk around with her like that, you're her minion then. I don't take minions. She has some questions. I want you to answer them. Golbez, I don't know that one. Only Skatath. When she led us beyond the veil, I grew scared and fled. I've been here since, and I don't know anyone else, nor do I wish to. Skatath was a powerful void sent who ruled over a vast domain. That was a long time ago, so I doubt she has any connection to Golbez. Thanks for the info, pal. Man, I don't know why I'm yawning so much. I think it's complete the trial and call it, because I'm a little tired. I don't know why. Stay away from me. If I don't want to be eaten, stay away. Golbez. I've heard that name before. I remember always picking up a great crusade. I don't know what it is, but it's delicious. Crusade, you say? From where did you hear this? Farfarello. He was a minion of another minion. Went on and on about the terrible things he saw. I saw. Perhaps Farfarello can tell us more. You're one of the mortals. Is it true? Do when you die over there, you really die? If you die in the game, do you truly die in real life? You're gonna hate this one? Oh no. Skahawk. Yeah, I don't like that. That's a cop-out answer. Whoever wrote the English text for Skatath, shame on you. So it is. What brings you here? Ah, yes, Golbez. He seeks strong minions to grow his army, but recently he stopped doing that. Perhaps instead he devours all. Perhaps he's gathered enough fodder and is now intent on bolstering his own strength. Post Endwalker is like melatonin, I guess. I mean, case study of 1. I mean, I'm falling asleep. I don't know what's happening. A sure sign is that he's about to make his move. Satisfied with what you've learned? Ah, but let's step away before you become too tempting to resist. It's Gaelic? Oh, no wonder it doesn't make sense. Okay, cool. It seems the rumors of Golbez reach even my remote domain. Fair to assume he's gathering strength for his crusade. But I must say, I wouldn't have guessed that Farfellow once fought in Golbez's army. It's a miracle he survived serving an archfiend. Ah, I suppose I should explain. Farfellow is the weakest among us, constantly in fear of being devoured. He seldom consorts with others. His only comfortable is Siriato. Why are they all like what is the naming scheme here? I guess the 13th really is Italian, huh? He's a fellow coward who runs the instant he senses threat and won't stop until he's exhausted. When their hunger grows too intense, they feed on each other's ether. Such is their relationship. But I ramble. You seek out Farfarello. Skathak? Skathak? It's Irish. Still fake. All those people speak a fake version of English. It's okay. He's less likely to hide that way. Meanwhile, elsewhere, says the American. We don't do anything wrong though. What do we do wrong? We use like ain't. You don't like ain't?
Not only did the mortals conquer Troy, they defeated Scarmalione.
You hear this guy? They defeated Scarlemione. I mean, that's Italian. I guess they speak. I value Italians. I think they count in real English when it comes to like the English version of their names.
Oh, my lords. They were aided by one of our world, who transformed Scarmalione's soul into crystal. Crystal? This one speaks of Memoria. Now there's something I've not heard for an age. It'll bring a pang of nostalgia to my breast and a tear to my eye. Yet the very notion wasn't absurd! If we are good, drowned in darkness, as were we all.
Ah, he's coping.
And yet Scarmalione still does not answer. Were he alive, he would have returned by now. Weakest though he was, his ability to regenerate was without peer. If this account is true, if a Memoriat has survived, they cannot be suffered to live.
Leave this matter to me, Lord Galvez. I, Barbaricia, shall strike down any who pose a threat to our plans.
'Tis true, you are a proven commander, well suited to leading an assault.
Although there are fake Italians, real Italians make sounds and wave with their hands and look at you judgingly. How come when you say it, just because you're European, people go, that makes sense, Volker. But because I'm American, they go, American, when I make fun of Italians, you know? Like, how come that happens? I don't understand. Doesn't make sense to me.
And when I have succeeded, I would beg a boon of you.
What do you desire?
The dragon's ether. All that remains.
The insolence. No place.
With respect, my locks are free as the wind, without incentive to sway them. I know not whither they will blow.
Boldly spoken. I trust you will not disappoint me.
These aren't their real forms. This is basically a point said Zoom call. Didn't we see their real forms? Is this not are they not the four that were eating the dragon before?
Upon this flowing hair and my immortal soul, I will not fail.
Then go and impress upon these interlopers the futility of defiance.
We gonna kill this warrior of light. Farfaello keeps to the fringes of my domain this way. Siriato, whatever will I do? Siriato, this is rather unexpected. Where's Farfarello? You know what I hate about Italian names, actually? You know what I hate most about Italian names? And not even, like, the Italians can be blamed for this, but all the brain rot names. You know what I'm saying? Like, Farfarello, Telemello. Like, it's ruined it. It's ruined it for a whole future of young, bright Italians. Farfarello isn't here anymore. He's left. Yes, that's right. Left? That doesn't sound like him at all. Well, he's gone, all right. What more do you want me to say? And off he flees, as he's wont to do. But something doesn't sit well with me. What do you make of Siriato's behavior? Don't think he was just telling the truth. just let you think so too. Farfarello is gone, but it's quite unusual. The fact that Siriato, who was clearly frightened by something, chose not to flee but hid here instead, where Farfarello usually... No, we must go after Siriato now. Okay. You know, you could, like, tell me what you're thinking about. You don't have to disappear like that. Siriato, we need to talk. There's no time. The wind rises. We must flee. Yeah, you guys are picking up what I'm putting down. All the brain rot names have just... It's a big loss for the Italians out there. What's gotten into you? What do you mean the wind rises? The wind rises, she comes, Barbarisha. Risotto? Who in the world is that? We must all flee, there's no time. I don't sense anything, but he seems convinced. Zed on beyond, we'll corner him. End of the road, Siriato. We're doomed. There's nowhere to run. What are you running from? I told you, Barbarisha, the Archwind of Fiend. Of Wind. Archfiend, you say? We will be devoured or forced to serve, to fight in the crusade, but it makes no difference in the end. We are all eaten by her or her enemies. I don't want to fight anymore, that's why I fled and came here. I see, that explains almost everything. I thought it was Farfarello who used to serve an archfiend, not you. No, not you. Who always ran at the sight of trouble. You who speaks as though you were Barbaricha's minion. There's only one explanation. He devoured Farfarello, didn't he? Indeed, that would account for his uncharacteristic behaviors. So is that the way of it? Did you devour Farfarello? Not just the portion, but his entire being. How did you know? It wasn't only your behavior that felt strange. You felt strange, as if there was more than you than present. I like this thing she does with her accusatory eye, where she can like control her eye to what's it called? Control her emotion. Kind of cool. I'll give her the cool points for that. Now, I don't believe you would have lost control. More likely it was Farfarello's behest. I can't hide anything from you. I admit it, Farfarello didn't leave. I ate him. He feared Barbaricha more than anything, hated the endless fighting, so he begged me to devour him, that he would never have to fight again. Rather than an eternity of fighting, he chose a moment of pain. For all the good it did, I can still hear the voices in my head. He's frightened, very frightened. I like the framing of this with the... like, when you're eaten, your essence is blended with that of your devourer, and even though you have no control, your consciousness in part still endures. Where there's a world where the wheel of life and death still turn, the soul wouldn't linger so stubbornly. In time, it will return to a greater flow. There's no such end here, no escape. All know this. In making his choice, Farfarello must be in desperate need. Now that desperation is joined with Serrato's fear, it's driving him to act erratically. This place will become a battlefield. We don't want to be eaten, neither me nor Farfarello. There's nowhere to go, nowhere. Tell me about Barbaricha. I would know who it is we face. It's too late, she's as good as here. No one can escape her winds, no one!
And she's brought her domain with her. The Archfiend's after you and yours, I shouldn't doubt. Perhaps you should go and find them. But be warned, whatever this is about, do not expect us to get involved.
Don't we need you for like the Memoria thing where we trap people in crystals?
I can't bear it! Eaten and being eaten! I only want to be left in peace!
You and me both.
One of the Archfiends approaches.
They must have been tracking our movements.
She's here.
Alright, don't say anything, chat. I'm testing you guys. Pause half sentence, please. Thank you. Okay, Firewire. I knew you were mid-typing when I said it out loud, okay?
Excellent.
And yet you
saved
still
Mrs.
hit
Pepper
send.
Traveling to Troya.
So you're Barbaricia.
Mind your manners, mortal. My name is not to be spoken, save in reverence and fear. And what is this pitiful domain? Pitiful wretches all. I will put you out of your misery.
Alright, here's the thing. I will save my thirsting for the Golbez cutscene. My bad. Okay, yeah. So I'm surprised, like, at least, you know, I expected at least a little intelligent, right, banter, right? Like, maybe like, I wish to be devoured by her, guys. Woo, right? I'm sure your favorite streamer had a line like that. Let's be honest here, okay? Like, all this talking of devouring and being devoured, like, come on.
Felled
The
by
joke writes
outsiders
itself.
In pursuit of what? Pray tell.
A dragon. One who crossed to this world thousands of years ago. Know you aught of it?
A dragon, you say? Huh. My Lord Golbez is more clever than I realized. To let the prize live, that it might lure more prey to us. Very well. In gratitude and service, I shall devour every last mote of their souls.
Where is she? Where is Ashdaya?
Huh. You even share its scent. How curious. And irresistible.
Oh no, they're all growling.
If you think us easy prey, you're wrong.
Oh, the low poly
Unlike
sword.
Scarmiglione, I need not skulk in shadow to claim what is mine.
I'm not a simple dungeon boss, you see. I have mechanics.
If you would know about the dragon you seek, then enter into my domain. You may flee instead if you wish, if the fate of the sorry lot here is of no concern to you. One way or another, I will have satisfaction.
What's the plan then?
We go up there and beat her up. This is what we do. You'll go after her. What do you want me to do? This is my MO for like 6
Indeed.
expansions now.
Yet she will have the upper hand in her domain. We must be no less than fully prepared.
Same voice
Find her and
actress
get
as
our
Nidhana.
answers. Will you be joining us, Zero?
You may be easily goaded into accepting her challenge, but my curiosity is not so insatiable as to cloud my judgment. Nevertheless, if you are desperate for my aid, you know my price.
I shall pay it. So long as you leave me strength enough to see my sister home, you may take
Don't
as
say
much
that.
as you
No,
wish.
don't offer infinite amounts. Do you know how to bargain?
And lest you forget, mine is no ordinary ether. Barbariccia too recognized its potency.
Very well. We have a bargain.
Less time we give for the enemy prepared, the better. If everyone's ready, let us set forth. You know what that means, guys. Get in here. Muster up, soldiers. And indeed, my heart yet weighs heavy for those Barbariccia struck down. Were it not for us, she would not have come here. Should you require a moment, Zero? For what? Barbariccia took what she could, and she was wise to strike quickly, as we should. Agreed. No time for sentiment. Only the battle matters now. Bum 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 bum. Buh. A quick word of warning. Barbariccia spoke as if she would give us answers if we were to defeat her. But assuming she'll talk, which I doubt, I trust I need to tell you how foolish it would to give an archfiend a second chance. Best to seal her away at the earliest opportunity. If you wish to peer into her past, the memoria will suffice. Yeah, I can't just do it, you know what I mean? You do that. If you fail, well, you just have to search elsewhere for your answers. Rest assured, this won't be our last opportunity to learn about Ashtaha. If another archfiend were to fall, Golbez would surely be compelled to respond. We'll need to wait for our quarry to come to us. Indeed, if our struggles with Scarmilone taught us anything, it's that we must hold back nothing when facing an archfiend. Let us heed Zero's advice and seal our way at the earliest opportunity. If we're all in agreement, let us be off. We travel by Nishrok. Travel to Barbariccia's domain. When I did this trial the first time, someone said that she can barber their Richa. That's a big red X and an incorrect buzzer if I've ever heard it before.
You're not the only ones who can ride the wind.
She Barbara on my Richa till I Archfiend? Huh? Huh? Anyone? Anyone? Oh. -2. That's not even the right format.
I see to Barbariccia.
The power of my crystal can summon even the strongest warriors from beyond. You should stream more when you're Yanni? Why? Storm's Crown. Okay, I can't teleport out of this place because, like, it's not gonna work. So, anyone who wants to join, send me a message if you want to join. I'm gonna use the bathroom. What? I just hit enter. What am I stupid? Am I, like, really dumb? Like, what's going on? What am I doing to myself here? Mustering up. DM for invite. Oh, you met my you met Zero, my wife. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a huge fan of this transactional aura farmer second rune, but hey, if it's your wife, one of your many wives, from what I understand, I'll be respectful. All right, let me go to the bathroom. Hello, hello, hello. Will I let her barb my Ricci? I don't know. I just don't. I'm just not seeing it, guys. I just don't think the line is that engaging. All right, we need some more soldiers. We need some more soldiers. 2 more. Who wishes to join us in the fight against Barbaricha? Oh my goodness, it is just hair everywhere. Mine, no hair. Music's kind of hype for, you know, the lobby room. Had to hop up, I'm back. Alright, alright. Crystal. Bismuth, wake up. Stop crafting for 1 second. Let's grab... You're in Famfrit? But how? How is that even possible? How can someone be in Famfrit? Cannot locate a character. Oh no, you're lost in the ether somewhere, Lilac. Bum 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 bum. Zero is amazing. She doesn't stop being a 0, that's for sure. Why is she called 0 when she's clearly a 10? Fair. I can feel if Nita was gonna let any new chatters join if they wanted. We always have lurkers, but like, you know, the lurker reserve only comes out when like we really are struggling, you know. Okay, for all my redacted players out there, there is one redacted that I want in this game from my experiences playing, okay? Just one. Do you hear how loud the music is right now? The battle music in this game is so much louder than like the town music. If there was a redacted that let me balance that properly, sign me up. Sign me up tomorrow, you know? I'm sick and tired of it. I sit in the towns, I can't even hear it over the dialogue. I go to battle, I can't hear myself think. I just want balanced audio. That's all I ask. I can help you set it up later if you want. Yeah, but it doesn't even matter because I can't, you know, I shouldn't use it rather on a public live stream anyway. I know that, like, technically, you know, let's stop talking about it. Let's stop talking about it. I'm just saying, like, I don't like having to go, like, BGM 15 for this bombastic orchestra playing in the background. Alright, Emo, you're good too? Alright, let's do it. We have to make sure that the party is properly set up. Let me do a quick speed read, alright? We got healer set. I'm seeing 2 bard. I'm seeing 5 DPS guys. I think we're a little over zealous on the damage numbers. I like Dalaran, I believe in you. Wait, but you're the healer right now, Dalaran. Yeah, we need No, we're good. Crystal switch, we're good. Crystal switch, we're good. Alright, everyone relax. No one switched their jobs. You got it. Alright, let's get in there. The Storm's Crown, minimum item level, Silence Echo. Close this before we start. Alright, let's see what she got. You saw it was my strategy board, it didn't click. Well, no one else shares strategy boards, Crystal. It's just you. Well, they're gonna skip the animation of us jumping up. I see. Very convenient. Barbaricha, Empress of the Winds. Let's go.
Come, give yourselves to my scouring winds that I may feast upon your essence.
All right. I'm sure that the enemy of the wind is gonna push us around. Although wait, no, there's no limits on this room. We're fine. We'll be fine.
Exquisite evil.
How's the wind lord not gonna have like the mechanics that push us and kill us? You know, kind of disappointing. What the heck? She's jumping. Okay. Red hair raid? What does that mean?
Try this.
Okay. I'm picking up what they're putting down. Barbaricha. That was wrong. So she's gonna spin and then jump over there. So I think, oh yeah, we go under her, right? Because the spin's gonna go around, then we go this way. She's gonna jump over there next. Get over here quick.
My locks are as the wind.
What the heck? I can't even break out of here.
Strong and
I'm just
free.
slow. And the extreme version of the fight was probably one of the best extreme fights of Endwalker. So far, I'm not blown away. I haven't seen anything super mega exciting.
Try this.
Hair raid. Volcra, no! I'm not sure how I feel about this music. This music I'm not vibing with wholly.
Wind blow.
Alright. Welcome back, Dalaran, to our little square.
You feel it too, do you not? You've done well to last this long.
And honestly, I haven't really seen anything that exciting lately, but oh, she's gonna throw fists at us now. What the heck? Why is she like bloating up? Alright, what are we gonna throw at us here? I can't even see her? That's cool. You don't even get to see her drop. It's kinda lame.
Dodge this if you can. I'll make it quick.
She's just throwing fists, guys. She's wailing on us. What is that symbol? You like the troubadour to help you guys with that? I learned that in the raids.
Don't underestimate me.
All right, we lost one person. No problem, no problem.
Fury.
Ow.
No.
Why would you do that to me? Oh no, my damage over time abilities. I planked it. It's a pretty fun fight, though. Like, I like this part. Kind of a lot of just random nonsense everywhere. Ah! I like fights where it's just like DDR style dodge all the 100 circles on the ground. It's where I'm at my element, you know? I never mess up in these.
You can't
Walker, I don't think I didn't see you red mage leap backwards into the abyss over there.
Be gone from my sight! The insolence!
I think we're gonna be fine, honestly. I don't see her having anything. Doesn't look like she has anything left in the tank.
I'll make it quick.
I can see this part being pretty fun in the extreme, though. There's a lot of nonsense to avoid. I respect people that fight me on my level, you know? Things I understand. No need to rely on weird overhead mechanics that don't make sense to me.
Don't underestimate me.
This is the third time I dropped my damage over time. It's just not good play from your boy.
Feel my fury! Know your place.
Not this time. I'm not dropping it this time. Has the dot drop. I know. Not this time though. I refreshed it. Look, Bar's harder than Black Mage. That's what they've been telling me. That's what they whisper in the back of my ear whenever I mess up. They're like, don't worry, dude, Taz, it's harder than Black Mage, I promise.
Be gone from my
that.
sight.
Is post Endwalker too easy? Last dungeon no deaths. This trial no deaths. I think it's just too easy, guys. I think they undertuned for this one. I know you said Dawn Trail's the jump, but good job, team. Let me get some slash Hans from the party. Cool. What's the other one? Yawn? Maybe not. Slash, huh? What's the one that, like... It's fine. That one. Let's not do that. But... Alright, get me out of here.
There's still time. With more of the dragon's ether, I can yet...
Your soul is mine. Back into the little crystal you go. If this was old Black Mage, I would have been suffering and having a feeling of accomplishment right now. Don't you love playing hard classes for the feeling of accomplishment? Whenever my dots go to 1 second and I click the refresh button, I just go, man. No other job can beat this. I promise you. Gonna go rest a bit. Have a good one, Lynx. Ain't no way we're keeping the dots. I know. I'll have to find a new job to hitch myself to when
Well done.
I know we're gonna have to find a new job to hitch ourselves to once the new expansion comes out. I understand. I fully understand that Bard's gonna be bastardized and everything. I know everything I know and love is gonna be taken away from me. I don't even get the 1% DPS boost anymore. That was my claim to fame. When like I'm in a party and my damage numbers are low, I go, wait a second. Guys, your damage is 1% higher because of me. Think about that. You know? I'm sacrificing my own damage to help you guys. But not any longer.
Two are all crystallized or scattered. The day is ours.
What of my sister? Tell me you learned something about Ashdaya. So the Archfiend and her crystal yielded not.
Our efforts have not been entirely fruitless. We have deprived your sister's captor of another powerful champion. With Zero, we may yet challenge Golbez and his minions.
Indeed. We could not have come this far without your aid.
I mean, we know that they're keeping her captive. They literally told us. That should be like a good thing.
I but fulfilled my part of the bargain. And now I will have my...
Oh no, she's anemic. She doesn't have enough iron in her bloodstream.
Her ether is nearly spent. Perhaps unsurprising given how much power she used.
I wouldn't want to face another Archfiend without her. We should hurry back to Zero's domain.
Agreed. Eager though I am to continue, it would be unwise to risk our lives for the sake of haste. Let us suspend the mission and tend to Zero.
I love when characters lie down in this game because they just look... I guess that's a normal lie down. Although Zero remains unconscious, she appears fine otherwise, insofar as I can discern at any rate. Being part Void Center, physiology may be different than ours. Let us observe her for a while. We'll discuss our next move. Azim's crystal's been added to the codex. Taziani. I got a little second wind from the fight, so we can do like 1 or 2 maybe more. I'm feeling up to it. He was living on a diet of cup noodles. I'm telling you guys, the cup noodle diet will catch up to you someday. You guys got to have a few vegetables in there, you know. Got to get your nutrients. How long do you suppose she'll remain this way? I haven't the faintest inkling, nor can I say whether the aether we afford to share will be enough to waken her. It would be best to take her back to the source. That should be guaranteed all we need, all she requires. Zero cannot give her consent, but it seems we have no choice. The alternative would be to leave her here defenseless. Should she later desire, we can bring her home. I mean, she's been to the source before, right? In Void Scent form. Myrni, might I ask you to hold on to Barabaricha's memoria? It may serve as a purpose. Oh, what happened to her? Do you have business with Zero? We have a newcomer, a former minion of Barbaricha. Let her know when she wakes, will you? Barbaricha's minion. Why not go and find this newcomer? Mind if you travel to join me, Murney? With luck, we might learn something about Golbez. There are little dehydrated veggies in the cup noodle? Yeah, of course. There's always going to be a little bit. Sorry, I had to check something. You're the ones who felled Barbaricha. I won't make any trouble. I'll obey. Please, let me stay. If you'd obey, then tell us all you know about Golbez. There isn't much I can tell. Only Archfiends are allowed into his domain, whatever it is. None but they know. I see no way to better guard themselves than keep looking at one's location secret. How does Golbez communicate with his minions? He has these scepters, staves, whatever they are. He uses them to talk to those far away. Not unlike link pearls, at least in function. That will be all. Thanks for your cooperation. My thanks to you for affording me the time. I am satisfied. Let us rejoin the others. Trust you understand that once we leave the 13th, we will not return until we prepare to resume our search. Knowing this, are you ready to depart? You will not be able to freely return to the 13th. Huh. Maybe I can't get it. Or no, I can do it in dungeon mode. Never mind. Dang, convenient stopping point, am I right? If, like, you know, we return and out of the 13th? Kind of crazy. Back to Troya then, thence home. On the road again. Yeah, woo, they're back. Yeah, woo, they're back. Dang, look at the stride.
Ah, you're all safe.
Got a strut to him.
The sisters.
A moment while I close the gate. There. We may rest easy for now. Was there any trouble? I expect some void scent slipped through.
A few did, aye. But we were ready and dealt with them without incident.
That is well. I cannot thank you enough for your vigilance.
Yes, you're grateful. But aren't you forgetting something more important? You know, the polite but warm formalities one delights in hearing when their little brother returns from a long journey.
Indeed, you are
All
right.
cozy music. Reminds me of the Rising Stones.
It is good to be home again, among those who I love dearly and missed so much.
And we are glad to receive you, Varshan. Welcome.
Chambers have been prepared for your use at Megaduta. Let us take Zero there at once.
Why couldn't none of them even ask, like, who's this woman that you emerged from the void with? Like, for all they know, this is like the human personification of the dragon that we were looking for. But nobody knew. It's not that important, I guess. Bam, 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 bam. Mistress Louis, I'm expecting you if you would allow. I would show you the guest chambers. Bam, 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 bam.
Our mission took many an unexpected turn. I am relieved that we have all returned safely. But before you all enjoy the rest you have earned 12 times over, I would consult you on one last matter.
Zero.
I don't like how there's like one sleeping animation they use for characters, and it's like the most stiff vampire sleep, palms down. Like, what are we doing?
Help but worry.
What's the sleeping config for y'all? Are we side sleepers in here? The mathematically coziest way to sleep, mind you. Which appears none the less where she remains locked in slumber.
Is there aught we can do to expedite her recovery? If her ether is exhausted, perhaps I can share some of mine now.
In the wastelands of the 13th, one can only replenish ether by taking it from others, be it by trade or by force.
You can C-pose sleep? Oh, no, you're talking about the emote. The pay-to-win emote, though. Yeah, no, I mean, I would not know because I don't have the dang thing.
In contrast, the source is rich in ambient ether. Simply being here and drawing breath, Zero will absorb what she needs.
Then we need but wait?
I believe so. She will awaken in time, and when she does, give her something to eat. Judging by her form, she should also be able to derive nourishment from food. I know you promised her your ether, but perhaps she might appreciate fine Harnish cuisine more.
Food can certainly be arranged.
She looks like any other person. Unsurprising, perhaps, given that she is only part void sent.
Zero said before that Xenos had altered her essence. A change wrought, I suspect, with the power of darkness. It acted upon the part of her that is void sent, rendering it dominant. Thus, we were able to reverse it with the power of light. I labor to believe that Xenos possessed such arcane knowledge. In all likelihood, it came from Fandaniel. Were Zero wholly void sent, I doubt the crystal would have had an effect on her. One might say that Hydaelyn had a hand in your meeting.
I love Hydaelyn. She's cool.
It is no exaggeration to say that Zero has proven herself invaluable. A boon from Hydaelyn herself.
Okay, I wouldn't go that far, buddy. But pour one out for Crystal Mom. I hate it when they tried to psyop us into, you know, disliking her. I never fell for the propaganda, by the way. I was always a believer.
Her cooperation may come at a price, but whatever it is, I am willing to pay it. Exhausting though it may be at times.
Yippee! Wait, they said we have quarters. Where's my quarters? I want to sleep, like, lie down. You know, it's at Radasan. I guess we'll do this because, you know, why not, right? What the heck? He's RP walking. All right. Let's go check the mailbox. What could they possibly have in there? We just got a letter. Wonder who it's from. Literally waiting. Look at this. Look at this. Who do you think you are? All right, let's see what sort of horror story we got to deal with now. Wait, dead? No way. So it's Wednesday. How do you guys feel about hide and seek? Any hide and seekers in chat? Can we, there we go. The RP, the hide and seek meta has been developed. Can you, slash water as is customary? That's fine too, I guess. Thank you, Volcra. Your services are always appreciated. I thought you were gonna slash a bag, but it's fine too, I guess. I did. Too late. All right. I will say, if I couldn't tell from me being a little yawny today, I think with the trial done, I think we might call it for the day. You feel? We did pretty much an entire patch in one day. Honestly, not as long as I thought. It's like that's 5 streams to Dawn Trail at this rate. Although there's a trial in every one you said, which is a little scary, but that trial was really easy. Can I be honest? That trial was like baby mode. Maybe we gotta try. Maybe we gotta do one of the extremes one of these days. Isn't there an extreme for Zodiark? I'd be down. I really like that fight. I want to try. I want to try an extreme. One extreme. All trials have extremes? Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was like a select number. I'd be down to do that one. That one was fun. Music's kicking. Zodiark's like the big baddie. I'm down to learn that one. All trials except really old ones. That's probably why I got confused. As if I keep up with the extremes meta. I don't. But I think with that, I think, did you do the Monster Hunter trial? No. We actually just talked about that. I want to do that in the future. Because I am a Monster Hunter person, you know? I played one Monster Hunter game. That makes me a Monster Hunter veteran. I would be down to do it someday. I don't know if that'd be a Wednesday thing, because, like, sometimes it can be hard to get 8 people at the start of a Wednesday stream. That usually takes a little bit for people to trickle in on Wednesdays. But maybe we'll do it on, like, try the sleep emote. Right on my head, you're waterboarding me. Well, I can't really keep it on your head because it oscillates too quickly. I mean, I could try. Oh, that autocorrect is crazy. Tell you what, remove before we go though. Check this out. At least I think. Hold on. Yeah. Guess what, remove? You are now a YouTube moderator. I hope you're proud. And you know what, Volcra? How do I do this? Surely there's a way, but I'm not smart enough. How? Volca, you will now be assumed as the first moderator. I think. Does this work? It worked. You can now ban people. You should time out Firewire or something. I think that'd be a good yeah, now you have the little thing. Time out Firewire for 60 seconds. Watch the chat log disappear. Gone, be gone, Firewire. Erased from history. 600 seconds. That's a Firewire. No, I didn't mean to do it. Firewire, come back. Walker, do I have to remove your moderator privileges after 1 second? What have you done? Okay, wait. Hold on. I'm learning how to moderate. Remove timeout. Okay, well, you're welcome back, Firewire. I'm sorry. How was the afterlife, Firewire? Is it scary back there? Died. Look, I need you guys to practice now, you know, so that when real things happen, you're prepared, right? It's called preparedness. We need this. So I'm okay with whatever, you know. If there's some casualties along the way as we time people in and out, that's okay by me. It's about the long term for the stream, you know. But yeah, I think with that, we got to figure out when to do the Monster Hunter stuff. We're gonna do that. Is that just one? Is that how many trials is the Is that a full series? Have a good one, Mr. Streamer. Thank you, Lozu. Have a good one. Is the Monster Hunter stuff a full series, or is it just, like, beat Rathalos up? Because we can probably throw that in, and it's just one trial. Okay, we can probably just throw that in, like, during one of the streams. Like, just one of the normal. We could even do that on Wednesday. I don't know. Maybe. What happens if I lure you guys in with, like, hey, we can do treasure maps, and then I go, wait a second, guys, I want to do Rathalos first. Do you think that would be a hot move, or would I get banned? Stop making me the guinea pig. You know what? How do I make it up to you? I can't mod you because I think that's a little too much. But if I like, I don't think it's possible. You can VIP me. How do I do that? VIP on Twitch. Special status given to loyal community. Get a unique badge and bypass common chat restrictions like slow mode. Or link posting. Alright, you're not going to post links, Firewire, are you? You're not going to post your RS League's high score diamond trophy, are you? Alright, Firewire. Because of the gross negligence of my moderators, you will be VIP'd, okay? Until you appear and I'm like, wait a second, you were VIP'd like a long time ago. I can watch who's watching. Okay, hold on. Well, it doesn't matter. Firewire. Go. Alright, we're done here, guys. We're done here. With that said, thank you for the emote, Volcra. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one, and you can trust me, I swear. Volcra, I think I can. I truly believe I can trust you, Volcra. I have no problem with that. Have a good one. Sleep well, eat well, guys. See you guys next week.